You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on, family? This is our boy, Coach Malachi, in the building. We back. Still trying to get everything set up. Too Many Podcasts in the building, man. Salute to everybody, man. Shout out to the family. Let me go ahead and turn this on right quick. Got to make sure I turn on the stream on IG. Make sure we get the stream on Instagram right quick. All right, that's going down. Instagram is going down right now. So we're looking at IG right now. So we good. We Gucci on that. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Feeling kind of under the weather a little bit, and I'm tired. I'm tired of the motherfucker, man. Like, bro, I stayed up. Yeah, I had a very nightmarish flight back. You get what I'm saying? So I pretty much been up all night. I've been up. I didn't get home till like 5 o'clock this morning, and probably went to sleep for like 3 hours, and had to get up. Had to get up and you know what I mean, take care of some things. And we here. You get what I'm saying? We here. So after the show, I'm probably going to hey, shout out to Profit Takers. Profit, what's going on, brother? Hey, what's going on? Hey, man, wait a minute. Hey, man, this is a good brother, right? Hey, what's going on? Profit, what's going on, fam? Yeah, where you at? Let me see, can I find you over here? Shit, where you at? Yeah, what's good? Profit Taker, what's going on, brother? What's going on, fam? Yeah, man, salute to you, brother. Yeah, man, I was, yeah, you know what it was? Being on that plane around all those people, man, and I don't know what it was, bro. Something just started hitting me. Like I started feeling it. I started feeling it at the airport. Like, damn, you know what I mean? So, and I really haven't had any rest. So you know how that shit is. But I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back right though. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be back right. Shout out to Schoolo. Schoolo, what's going on, fam? Schoolo was in the building. Cool K, Profit Takers. Shout out to the Prince. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to Al Money, always getting money. Salute to you, fam, for the $2 super chat. Me say peace to the True Media. Get welcome. Yeah. I'm gonna be all right. It just shit. I was fine in Vegas. It's just that I don't know, man. I don't know. It just said, bro, it was brutal because you got back home. I took a flight. You had to take a flight to Miami, and then catch the flight from Miami to Tampa. And when I went to Miami, man, my plane was landing while my flight from Miami to Tampa was boarding. So the plane arrived late. If you would have got there like 20 minutes earlier or 30 minutes earlier, I'd have been good. But it arrived late, right when my Connect plane was boarding. And man, that shit got, then they had to issue me a new ticket, me and a bunch of other people, and reschedule a flight. And the flight that they rescheduled got delayed 4 times. So, man, I didn't get a chance to get on the plane till like 3 o'clock this morning. Flew to Tampa in like 45 minutes. It's like a 45-minute flight, something like that. at night anyways. And yeah, had to get my luggage and stuff because my luggage was already there at the airport. And I didn't get home till like 5 this morning. Took a shower, went to bed like 5:30, fell asleep for like 5:30 to 8:30. And then just had to get up. You get what I'm saying? Because I had to go to the barber and all that stuff there. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, though. I'm tired. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. I do not have the energy today, man. But we gonna try to see what we can do. Shout out to Patrick Sneeze. Salute. He said, "What's up, fam?" Salute, fam. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. We gonna make it work. We gonna make it do what it do. It is what it is. No excuse.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Sonny. Shout out to Coach Sonny too, man. Shout out to Coach Sonny. Coach Sonny at me and her got a chance to hang out. She took me to Planet 13. Shout out to her. Shout out to the boys over there, top rank gym over there in Vegas. I rode right by Floyd Mayweather gym. I didn't even go in there. I could have went in there, but I wasn't really interested. Yeah, shout out to all them boys over there, top rank at the gym. The guy, the people who run the gym. The people who run the gym. Shout out to those guys. And all the young men that I met that's in the nationals. Because I think they was having a tournament in Vegas as well. And Mr. G4L, he said airport just like the hospital. Always somebody sick around. Yeah, facts. I feel it too, bro. I'm like, man, I do not feel good at all. I don't feel good at all, bro. I want to go to sleep, but when this show is over with, I have something I have to do, and then when I finish that, then I'll probably go to sleep. But yeah, I gotta go to sleep, man. I probably But anyway, shout out to Hollywood Leon, Daniel Agnew, Marcus King, G5 from the Bronx. I got a whole lot of shit to say. got a whole lot of shit to say. You know what I mean? G5 from the Bronx. Okay, that's over with. I see they just ended the actual what is it? The ceremony, Crawford and Canelo is promoting this fight that they have, and some people online are upset, or, oh man, Crawford and Canelo look too buddy, and G5 said Bud looks huge. Actually he's not. Y'all people say he look huge. I don't see that, bro. He don't, bro. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he look huge on TV, but he don't, bro. He don't look huge at all. To be fair, I mean, I don't see it, myself. But maybe look like that on TV. But when I saw him training and stuff, and me talking to him, he didn't look huge at all, bro. To be honest with you, I mean, he don't look 147, but yeah, he's really slim, like, you know what I mean? No Diddy, but he's kind of like, yeah, he's really like he doesn't, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all gonna be surprised on a lot of stuff. Shout out to Patrick Profit Takers. Hey, okay. Dropping a half a dub. He said, Coach, I'm sick too. Took a nasty loss in the market today, but we'll bounce back. Much love to you, fam. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, hey, Profit Takers, you know how that is, fam. Well, more. You know what? I need to talk to you about the market, bro. I really need to talk to you about, because I have a Roth account, right? For me and my kids and stuff like that. I have a Roth account, and I really need to talk to you about the market, bro. Because there's a lot of shit I really want to learn about it, and maybe you can lead me in the right direction to learn the basics. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Jimmy Vasquez. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said Shigo already made like 10 videos hating on the fight and how friendly they been on the build up. Yeah, I mean, you gotta understand, Shigo is he's a I hate Terrence Crawford guy. So he has the crazy part about it, Shigo was Terrence Crawford's biggest fan at one point in time. There's videos out there where Shigo went to Omaha, was filming Crawford while he was in the ring training. He was Crawford's biggest fan. Literally. Like, we talking about 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, bro. And then he was the biggest fan, bro. Like, I swear to God, bro. I played the video over here before. I went back into the archives and found videos from back then. He was oh my God, bro. Like, he was the biggest Crawford fan. and then he turned on him. You know what I mean? When the PBC started popping, and when Crawford moved to welterweight, that's when all of those black YouTube channels started hating on him, because they was. And I think the people who led the charge on that was the LDBC. They was the ones who led the charge on that, because they was mad because he wouldn't give them an interview. And Fred Barbershop Conversation was probably one of the first ones to lead that charge. Fred Barbershop Conversation. They wouldn't call him, man, Top Rank told me this and that, yada yada yada. Because I'm telling you, bro, like this shit crazy. This shit is crazy, but it is what it is. Yes, sir.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
John BX he said, hey, Coach, do you have any idea why the super chat button is showing on my end? I don't know why. You have to ask YouTube. If the super chat button is showing, meaning you can see it on your end, like why would you ask me that? I have no idea. You probably need to get in contact with YouTube. I don't know. Google it. Google it to find out why it's showing on your end. Shout out to Sheila. Sheila, what's going on? Shout out to Deal. He said they are in Riyadh in like some high-end spot. Of course, they're going to be invited for a dinner. It's going to look bad if you say no to invites. Yeah, I mean, these people, they don't understand it's a cultural thing over there in Saudi Arabia. They don't. I get it. Oh, man, they supposed to be cursing each other out. They supposed to be gouging each other's eyes out. I can tell you're not going to get that from Crawford and Canelo. Now, is it going to get a little spicy? Yeah, it's going to get spicy as it get closer to the fight. But, I mean, you're talking about two fighters who Canelo don't have no animosity or hatred towards Crawford. Canelo fans do. You got some crazy-ass Canelo fans. Like, you got some what they call the Canelo fans, the Cinnabons. Because you got the Haney Maniacs, you got the Tanker Maniacs. They say you got the Bud Buddies, you got the Aerosexuals. Canelo got the Cinnabons, male and female. And boy, let me tell you something. They radical than them. They radical than a motherfucker. They radical than a motherfucker. This is one chick, I ain't gonna say her name, but y'all know who she is on Twitter. She made this video where her eyes is bulging out real out wide, like she was bucking her eyeballs out, bucking her eyeballs so wide that it looked like it was going to pop out of her head. And she was like, you ever say anything about Canelo. Keep his name out your mouth. And I'm like, damn. But I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping because that's a female. I don't have a problem with a woman being a male groupie to being a groupie to a fighter. It's okay for a woman to be a male groupie. Well, not male groupie, to be a groupie to a male fighter, is what I'm trying to say. I ain't got a problem with that. The problem is when you are a man and you are a groupie to a male fighter. True. That's the problem. I have no problem with a man being a groupie to a female fighter. If you like Alicia Baumgartner and you are a male groupie of Alicia Baumgartner, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the opposite sex being a groupie of the opposite sex. If you're a female, you're a male group, you're a groupie to a male fighter. I know nothing wrong with that. You ain't gonna hear a word out of me. If a male fighter in the chat say, "Man, I'm a groupie man for doggone Carissa Shields or Amanda Serrano or Alicia Baumgartner," I ain't got no problem with that. The only problem is you niggas online, you Hispanics, you black boxing fans, you Hispanic boxing fans, Latino boxing fans, whatever you identify with, y'all are male groupies for male fighters. And you do that shit with pride. Nigga, y'all be typing for hours defending your fighter who don't even like you. You can't call him, you can't talk to him. He don't know you exist. He's rich. I told you he's living he's in a different socioeconomic class in society. When you got that kind of money that they have, blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asians, all of them are part of the same fraternity. They rich. Blacks, whites, Hispanics, Ages on the bottom that ain't rich, y'all are part of that fraternity. Like you don't get it. And it's like no matter how much I try to explain it, you don't get it. Yeah, some of these niggas, y'all just too fanned out.
True.
Just too fanned out. Just too fanned out. Too fanned out. Too fanned out. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just reality of the situation. I'm like, man, you know, I've come to the conclusion. I'm like, yeah, I am not finna be arguing this. Just like the fool who called from the UK. I forgot the fool name, but he called from the UK, mad, trying to defend Devin Haney. Oh, you sneak this and Devin, and I don't like what you said, and you a bitch ass nigga, and this and that, and yada yada yada, and blah, this squaze. And I was I'm like, damn, this, you know, this old chap from the UK, he was upset. He was really upset about his man, Devin Haney. You talking about a black man and all that stuff there. And I'm like, sir, for one, I didn't say anything bad about Devin Haney or his father. Two, I spoken to Devin Haney face to face. Met him. Three, I did a long interview with him and his father. With his father, not Dev. Four, I spoke to Bill yesterday, as a matter of fact. I talked to these people. You don't talk to them. But you way over there in the UK trying to check me about another black American that don't even know you exist. You don't even know the relationship. But you so fanned out, sucking it down to the base. Come up for air, my nigga. Get some air. It's healthy to breathe.
True.
It's healthy to breathe. It ain't good going down to the base like that, fam. You choking yourself. Okay? Anyways. Shout out. Like these people don't want the truth. Shout out to NBA 813. NBA 813, they don't want the truth. I'm coming over here and I'm telling you what it is. I talk to these people. Face to face, on the phone, stuff like that. I be around them. I'm telling you what it is. You like, no, that ain't true. My favorite fighter loved me. I'm finna crash out online for him. Tank loved me. Tank don't give a damn about you. Canelo loved me. We both Mexican. He don't give a fuck about your broke Mexican ass. All Mexicans don't get along. That man rich, flying around the world in private jets. Walking on stage with Dolce & Gabbana pajamas. Does it look like he can identify with you? Pablo? Does it look like he can identify with you? Lisa? Amanda? No. One, he can't identify with you. That motherfucker got a net worth of $250 million. Just be a fan, show up, and say, hey, Viva Mexico, hey, Canelo. Just do that. Just stay in your lane. Do that.
True.
Do that. Do that, because outside of that, hey, shout out to Profit Takers. See, Profit Takers, he's a part of the media. When he go to fights, he's part of the media. He'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you. He know how some of these fighters be acting like doggone divas. He know some of these fighters acting like some of these male fighters be acting like divas. They want you to be on they like I told you, these fighters, especially the black American fighters. A lot of the ones that's not all of them, but some of the ones that's over here, they act like they bad bitches off of Housewives of Atlanta. I'm a bad bitch. These niggas might even try to talk to me, try to ask me for an interview. I tell you, if a nigga try to ask me for an interview, I know something. No, I don't like what you said about me on your live the other day. And I be watching your tweets. You tweeted something real smart about me. I don't like that. No, don't be coming up on me. Just like Teofimo told y'all. He said, for all you black content creators, if you feel that I'm racist, don't walk up to me being phony, shaking my hand, asking me for an interview. And I said, that motherfucker ain't never got to worry about me asking him for an interview. Fuck Teofimo. I don't give a fuck. I don't give nothing. I don't give a damn about him. Whether he lives or dies, I don't give a damn about him. Him or Ryan Garcia. I mean that. I'm standing on business when it comes to that. Fuck both of them. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said. I'm standing on that. Whoever I lose along the way, it wasn't meant for you to be with me in the goddamn ways. I replace you. I'm good at what I do. You get what I'm saying? So shit, fuck them. Yeah, I don't really ask fighters for no interviews, bro. I don't really ask fighters for no interviews. I don't, man, because some of these niggas be acting like hoes. And and from where I'm from, dog, the last thing I wanted to come from Tampa, right? And bro, we take pride in going out of our way to show a nigga that we don't see them. I don't care about celebrities. I don't. You do. I'm not fanned out over your favorite fighter. Nigga ain't that good anyways. He ain't Hagler. He ain't Salvador. He ain't Sugar Ray, Robinson, or Leonard, or Sugar Shane for that matter. He ain't any of the Sugars. He ain't Duran. He ain't Mike McCallum. He ain't Julian Jackson. He ain't none of them. Y'all be they be hyping these niggas up so much, and then you know you talking though you like them, like you know them. You don't know these dudes. What you thinking it is? It ain't that, fam. I know you don't want to accept it because it goes against your fandom. You so fanned out, and you got so much meat down your throat to the base. Come off the air. If you come off the air, you will see what I'm talking about. That's the problem. If you come off the air, you'll see what I'm talking about. I can't get the meat out your mouth. Goddamn, he got that meat deep in his mouth right now, boy. Goddamn, I'm talking about he on the bone. He at the base of the bone. Come on, fam, I'm trying to tell you, the man don't like that. No, he do like it. He do like it. True. Can't make this up. Shout out to Marcus King.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half a dub. He said, much love, Coach Malachi. We see you working. Indeed. Thanks for always being real. Yeah, I don't know how to be anything other than that. Shout out to John BX.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said Bill was calling Norman's name 2 days before the Saki fight. I have not seen him outside since. He says, you think they still want that? Man, John. Hey, John, look here, man. John. Hey, John, check this out. Hey, check this out. Oh, man, bro, look here. Hey, man, them people don't want that fight, man. I don't care what nobody says. Don't let Bill fool. Hey, hold on.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, don't let Bill fool y'all with that. See the Haney maniacs. The Haney maniacs. Yeah, we got a list, dog. We got a list. You heard what Dollar Bill said. Cause I think them boys over there with like the champ size and the LDBC, they love Bill Haney. Bill Haney can't do no wrong, but Bill Haney, they worship Bill now. That's their God, Bill. Yeah, man, you heard what Bill said, nigga. We got a list. Yeah, and we got to stand up for black fighters. You mean the same black fighters that y'all used to call top rank Toby shit on, talk about their mama, talk about their kids? Them same black fighters? No, but see, that different. See, we will ride with the PBC. We pro PBC. I'm like, okay, all right. Okay, these niggas is strange. These some strange niggas right here. Yeah. Now let them tell it. Devin Haney is the greatest fighter in the history of boxing. Devin Haney will beat Brian Norman and Boots, Brian Norman Jr. and Boots in the same night. I had one nigga tell me in the chat. He said, "Yeah, man, I think Devin Haney he'll knock Brian Norman out." Oh, he will. You'll knock him out, huh? You mean the same Devin Haney who went, and this ain't no shade to Dev, but I'm just stating the facts. The same Devin Haney who went 24 rounds with George Kambosos is going to knock out Brian Norman Jr. The same Devin Haney who went 12 rounds with Jose Ramirez by doing the tight rider around the ring the whole time, and Jose Ramirez couldn't even cut the ring off. You want me to believe that Devin Haney is going to knock out, he'll beat Boots and Brian Norman. Oh, either one. Man, come on, man. Don't fall for that. One thing I can promise you. And this ain't no slight to Dev or Bill Haney. Shout out to those guys. I can promise you this. You will never in this lifetime, as long as you're breathing, see Devin Haney step 1 foot in the ring with Brian Norman Jr.
True.
I don't give a damn what nobody say. Jesus, Allah, Muhammad, Buddha, whatever God you worship, can come down in the person of a man right now and say, Coach. Oh, what that's a ghost? That's a ghost? No, this is not a ghost. Who that is? This is Jesus. This is Muhammad. I am here. Well, what is it, Lord? Where you at? Don't worry about where I'm at. Nigga, did you hear my voice? Yes, Lord, I hear your voice. Listen. Devin Haney will be fighting Brian Norman Jr. soon. Lord, are you sure about that, Lord? I don't know. Now I know you all encompassing knowledge, you know everything, but are you sure about that? I ain't sure about that. Listen to me. I am the creator of all creators. I created you. I know what you know not. Yeah, Lord, I'm about to call cap on that one.
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell God. Yeah, God, I appreciate you and everything, but I think that's cap. I think that's cap, Lord. Like you got to see me some kind of sign or something. And I want to take your word for it, but I just don't see it, Lord. I just don't see it. This man just put a motherfucker in the coma. He just knocked out a dude, Jin Sasaki, in his own backyard. They say the man lost his memory. He don't remember nothing. Bill gonna put him now. Of course, Devin Haney is not going to fight Jin Sasaki. Fight Brian Norman the way Jin Sasaki fought him. But Devin Haney gonna be trying to get the hell up out of there. That boy from Atlanta, Georgia, is country strong. The nigga hit hard. Guess what? He didn't fight that. He was kind of sporadic and wild in the beginning when he first started boxing. Probably like 5 fights ago. But ever since he beat Centillion, cause remember the fight before Centillion, he didn't look good. But when he beat Centillion, from that fight forward, he been looking impressive. Like he been beating the brakes off of mofos. You think they'll want to get in there with that? Y'all already say the man got the man chinny. What you think gonna happen when he get hit with that boy from Atlanta, Georgia? Man, Bill ain't finna put that boy in there with that man. No, and again, this ain't no shade to Devin Haney. But I ain't gonna see. I ain't the nigga that's gonna be selling you what you want to hear just to appease a fan base. I'm like, nah, man. Styles make fights, man. Leave that nigga alone. Not that nigga from Atlanta. Not him. Not him. You could probably fight Ryan Norman Jr. You can probably fight Lion Norman Jr. You can probably fight Cyan Norman Jr. But Brian Norman Jr. Nah, leave him alone.
True.
Leave him alone.
True.
I fight Ryan Norman Jr. But I don't want to have no parts of Brian Norman Jr. You can believe that. Not Brian. No, sir. Oh, hell no. Niggas remembering this motherfucker. They can't remember shit after they get knocked out by him. I can't remember where I'm at. Man, who they say? Who that is? Man, that's your wife, man. You sure that's my wife? Yeah, okay. Yeah, when I got married. Daddy. Who these kids? I don't know these kids, man. Them your kids, man. All 5 of them. All 5 of these kids, man. Yeah, they don't look familiar to me. That's what he doing. I'm just saying, fam. You get what I'm saying? Shit, you gotta pick and choose your battles, dog. You gotta pick and choose your battles. Shit, you know what I mean? These niggas gonna get you knocked out. Anyway, shout out to John.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, I agree. They don't really want that smoke. Just wanted to hear you say it with the comedic values. Yeah. But I'm just saying, bro. Bro, I ain't listen. Listen, man. Come on, man. We're not gonna play these crackhead games.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
We gonna cover all that. We gonna cover all that. I see Tank. I see Tank online tripping. I see Tank online tripping. I see Tank online tripping, all that stuff there. That's a whole nother story. I will get into that. Anyway, let's read the opening monologue. Brian Norman Jr. stops Jin Sasaki in 5. Sends shots at Boots. We're gonna break that down. Y'all heard it. He said, yeah, man, when the storm is coming, you know what I mean? Somebody had to take their boots and run. I like that. I sound like the wordplay. When the storm is coming. Listen, I don't know what happened to Brian Norman Jr., bro. But bro, he looked like a total different fighter before the Centillion fight. You look at him now, bro, he looked focused. He's very classy after victory. He's calm. He's poised. He has that what that shit Bud got at him? He has damn, I forgot what it's called. He has a chip on his shoulder. Brian Norman Jr. has a chip on his shoulder. You can tell the shit that people been saying online or whatever, because Brian Norman Sr. be going to war and stuff. Like it's like right now you can, bro. I see it. I say this he fight nasty. His intentions is to hurt you. He fights real he fight real nasty right now. The man fight real nasty right now. You can say, oh, he ain't fighting nobody but Jin Sasaki. Jin Sasaki had 17 knockouts, or whatever. He ain't fighting nobody but Jin Sasaki. Yeah, but he put the man lost his memory. They say the man can't remember. He don't even know he's Japanese. They asked the man, they said, what's your nationality? Oh, you know, I'm a black American. I'm a black American. No, you're not one of those niggas. No. Konnichiwa. No, you're Japanese. No. I'm Run DMC. The man forgot his race. The man forgot his nationality. The man didn't know where he was at. He didn't know how to speak Japanese no more. He went to speaking fluent English with no accent. Come on, fam. True. Yeah. True. You think Bill want to throw his son in there with that? Again, I don't care. Again, I don't care what Bill say. Well, you can talk your lips off. If you want to impress me, this for all you Haney maniacs out there. If you want to impress me, y'all do whatever y'all can to make that fight happen with Brian Norman Jr. Promise me. Bro, I tell Bill to his face, say, Bill, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. You fucked up on this one here, boy. Now, I know Bill said that Devin got a whole bunch of tools in the warehouse. I know Bill say that Devin got a bunch of tools in the toolbox. And when he fought Jose Ramirez, we just used one of the tools in the toolbox. That's what he said. I'm going to give you a Dragon Ball Z analogy, though, my brother Bill. When you fight Black Frieza, you're going to have to use Ultra Instinct Goku. ×2. Because I think Black Frieza beat Ultra Instinct Goku. I think he beat both. I think he beat him and Ultra Instinct Goku, and I forgot the level that Vegeta went. I think he beat both of them. Then they had to come back. They had to come back and whoop him. You know what I'm saying? When you run up on Black Frieza, take some Ginsu beans, go talk to Master Roshi, go talk to Lord Beerus, go talk to Wiz on Dragon Ball Z, and Wiz from the Wizard of Oz. Gotta talk to both of them now. Go talk to Buddha. Make sure you pay your zakat. Make sure you do your prayers 5 times a day. Pull out your prayer rug. Alhamdulillah. Do all your rakats and all that stuff there. Make sure you do all of that. And take some Ginsu beans all wrapped into one. Because that nigga from Atlanta, Georgia, if you run your ass up on him, I'm promising a knockout. This ain't no shade. I don't hate Dev. I don't hate Bill. I don't know Brian Norman Jr. I don't know him. Never met him before in my life. But styles make fights. Not that guy. Leave him alone. True. Leave that nigga there alone. True. And he younger than Devin. I think Brian Norman's 20. Brian Norman ain't but 24 years old. If Top Rank is smart, I know they're looking at Abdullah Mason. I love Abdullah Mason. I know they're looking at Keyshawn and all that stuff there. But your fighter, Top Rank, if y'all smart, the most dangerous fighter y'all got at Top Rank is that nigga right there from Atlanta, Georgia. The one that y'all don't even pay attention to. The one that y'all sleeping on. That 24-year-old kid from Atlanta, That's the one y'all need to like, hold on, wait a minute now, because they don't really talk about him. They don't really give him no shine or nothing. That motherfucker right there, the way he punching, bro.
To this day.
Yeah, man, shit. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't, man. Shit. Yeah, not the way that motherfucker punching, boy. That motherfucker punching. At 24 years old. At 24. Anyways, Brian Norman stopped Jin Sasaki in 5 with a vicious counter level hook to the jaw. Brian Norman looked sharp from the opening bell. Of course, he dropped Jin Sasaki twice in the first round. It was obvious that B Jr. was just too fast and too strong for Jin Sasaki. And when I get my breakdown of this fight on Friday, what I told you guys, I say Jin Sasaki is just defensively flawed. He does have knockout power, but he's defensively flawed. And when you fight somebody like a Brian Norman Jr., you better have some defense. Defense is a fundamental part of boxing that you must have. Because if you throw some shit, you have to know that some shit is coming back. You don't just, yeah, nigga, I'm finna throw my hands and don't expect nothing to come back. If you throwing hands, something coming back. And you got to know how to get out of the way. You got to know how to slip. You got to know how to counter. You got to know how to roll. You got to know how to parry. How he parried that shot. Jin Sasaki, listen, for all y'all don't know what a trap counter is, I'm just going to show y'all what a trap counter is. A trap counter is when you set a trap that your opponent falls for from an offensive standpoint. You give him a look that he thinks is his opening to hit you. The look that you're giving him is the bait. I'm going to give him this look and I'm going to bait him to throw, setting the trap. And then when he opens up the throw, what he think is there, by the time he get I'm going to either block it, parry, roll with it, and come back with a counter. When I come back, his hands, his feet is going to be out of position, and his hands are not going to be in the right position to block the shot that I'm going to hit him with. That's called trap counter. Set the trap, the opponent throws, you block, parry, roll, whatever, and you come back and counter off his offense because he's not defensively sound. That's trap counter. True. That's it. Shout out to Casino Life Press. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, bro, you know, anyways, I'll get to the super chats. You gotta bear with me. Sasaki was defensively irresponsible throughout the fight. He was dropped twice in the opening round. He came out too aggressively, not respecting his opponent. As for Brian Norman Jr., the game plan was simple. Come to Japan, win in spectacular fashion, and send a message to the rest of the welterweight division. Come into your trap and take over your trap. And I think from what I'm hearing, he got paid like $1.8 million or something like that. Something like that. After the fight, Norman sent a subliminal shot at Jaron Boots Ennis. He said, and I quote, "I wish I had a certain fighter or a certain fight coming up, but they heard that B. Norman Storm was coming. And you know what happens when the storm comes? They grab their boots and run." True. This nigga say, he said, yeah, man, you know, I wish I had a certain fight coming. You get what I'm saying? I wish I had a certain fight coming, but wish I had a certain fight coming up, but they heard that B. Norman Storm was coming. And you know what happens when that storm comes? They grab their boots and run. I said, nigga said some old sporty shit, some old slick shit. Nigga he got the whole Philly. He got the whole Philly up in the uproar right now. The entire Philly, boy, entire Philly, third day hot right now. You know, so, you know, I got some pushback. I got some pushback on that. I got some pushback on that. But me personally, I do know what's going on in the background. To be fair, Boots and Brian Norman ain't gonna fight no time soon. Not especially right now. Especially not right now. Whatever happened in the sparring session with Boots and Brian Norman, I know, and I heard they sparred a lot. This Brian Norman Jr. is different. I don't remember him ever looking like this the way he's looking now. I'm serious, I don't. Look at the fights prior to the Centillion fight. And look at the fights since Centillion on up. He looked like two totally different fighters. It seemed like something has clicked in his mind. Whatever his daddy telling him, whatever B Senior is telling him, it seemed like it clicked in his head. It's like he's like he believe it. Yeah, I'm finna walk. Yeah, I'm on another level than these boys. I'm finna run through them. I'm finna stop them. I'm finna do this and do that. Remember, people saying, "Oh man, he ain't beat nobody." Okay, well, Brian Norman wasn't looked upon as a high echelon fighter. All the people from Philly said he really wasn't that good. That's what they said. So if he really wasn't that good, then the people he fighting are kind of like on the same level as him. But he's running through them. He's putting them to sleep. He's putting them to sleep. So I'm like, okay. Now I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna go through. He ain't gonna get no fights with Roland Romero. He ain't gonna get no fights with doggone Mario Barrios. Whoever ended up getting this, because Boots, let's see, Roland Romero gonna be elevated to the WBA Super in the welterweight division. Boots also dropped the WBO belt. I don't know who's going to get that WBO belt. No, Boots dropped Now Brian Norman got the WBO belt. Boots dropped the IBF belt. I don't know where the IBF is going at. I don't know where the IBF is going at. But whoever get that belt outside of Brian Norman, he gonna have hell getting fights. He gonna go through the same shit Terrence Crawford went through. He's gonna go through the same shit Jaron Boots Ennis is going through right now. People gonna be like, "Oh man, you ain't fought nobody. You ain't got no signature win. I mean, you ain't fight no big names." Well, Boots been fighting for what? How long? 10 years, something like that? He got 34 fights. I can't tell you one big name he fought. Not one. So this what it's gonna be. Some promotional company's gonna look at certain fighters. This is high risk, low reward. This boy too good from a matchmaking standpoint. Our fighters don't stand a chance against him. We gonna go around him. And he gonna be the one to get the blame because he can't get the fights. Cause you know how these fans online do it. They blame the guy. They blame the guy who's being ducked. Because they don't like the nigga. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what happened. He fucked up. Yeah. But he ain't never got to worry about getting no fights with any of the champions. He gonna be a single belt champion in the welterweight division. Unless she come in there and just make these niggas fight, but I doubt it. Shout out to No Cap. Shout out to Talk of San Diego. He said salute coach from the San Diego. Shout out to San Diego, man. Salute, fam. Yeah. Damian Bennett said my thing is if they put a can of you in the ring, get rid of him like the can he is. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. You get a can, okay, they wasn't saying he was a can prior, but I totally agree with that. Some of these superstar fighters, they can't get rid of cans. Some of these fighters they bragging about, they going 12 rounds with them. They going 12 rounds with cans. Or they going 12 rounds with guys who they supposed to be an 8-1, 9-1, 10-1 favorite, 25-1 favorite. Because anytime you're a 25-1 favorite or 20-1 favorite over a fighter, that means that fighter is looked upon as a tomato can and you looked upon as a far superior fighter. So when you go 12 rounds with that guy, either that guy was better than they said he was, or maybe the guy who y'all bragging about, maybe he ain't what you thought he was. True. Shout out to Mr. Cook. Maybe he ain't what you thought he was. See, just because you got a YouTube channel that's pulling your dick all day, don't make it true. Just because you got a YouTube channel who's the token Negro who got chose by the establishment to be their go-to guy on YouTube, don't make what you say true. I don't care how many videos I love Ryan Garcia videos you make. Ryan Garcia is trash. He ain't fought nobody. He's a social media fighter. He ain't got but a left hook. He's a one-trick pony. Same shit y'all said about Deontay Wilder. Oh, he a one-trick pony. He just got the right hand. Ryan Garcia is a one-trick pony. He got the left hook. That's it. I told Bill that. Bill disagreed with me on the when I interviewed him. I said, no, he a one-trick pony. He ain't got nothing but a left hook. Tank Davis said that. You ain't got nothing but a left hook. If you can't land that left, then what? And we saw what happened. When he couldn't land the left hook, you take him, dropping him, getting him out of there, stopping him, made him quit. He fought Roland Romero. Couldn't land that left hook. Roland was blocking and countering off the left hook with his own left hook, dropping Ryan Garcia. He couldn't do nothing. He didn't know what else to do. The boy's a one-trick. He's a one-trick Instagram model, pony. He's a TikToker. Ryan Garcia is in the same lane as Jake Paul. It's the same thing.
True.
Same thing.
True.
Same thing. It's just the same thing, bro. Ryan Garcia is the same as Jake Paul. Matter of fact, hold on, let me do this. Start a poll. I know these Ryan fans gonna be mad. No, Ryan ain't got no fans really. He got a couple of grown niggas who pull his dick on YouTube, and the rest of his fans is just teenage girls. That's it. He got a couple of fanned out male groupies online, and then the rest of his fans is teenage girls. Ryan Garcia is like he's like the lead singer of a boy band. I could have seen him with Backstreet Boys. I could have seen him in NSYNC. I could have seen him in New Kids on the Block. Menudo. Oh, Menudo ass nigga. Oh, bye ass nigga. Ain't got no skills. Really ain't that good. He pretty though. He is pretty. Now. I ain't gonna lie, he pretty. Ryan Garcia is pretty now. You know, if he go to jail, you know what I mean? He might have to, you know what I mean? Do a little something, but outside of that, he is pretty. He cute. Remind me of a young Oscar De La Hoya. Got them boys looks. Got a nice left hook, but outside of that, that's about it.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? I gotta tell y'all what God love. I gotta tell you the truth. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing with these niggas. Just being honest with you. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing with these niggas. I don't see you fighter the way you see him. He ain't no superstar. He ain't no star. He just a regular dude that can box. That's it. He got a little money, got a couple dollars. You know, he want to dress like a rapper. That's it. I don't see him like that. What you mean? You don't think my fighter is the greatest fighter in the history of boxing? No. No. He chinny and he pillow fisted. No, I don't think that. All he got is a left hook. Now he take a mean selfie now. He take a mean selfie. I'm not gonna lie. Ryan Garcia take a mean selfie. Well, he got the selfie game on lock. I give him that. He got the selfie game on lock. But outside of that, that's it.
True.
Anyways, this is a direct shot at Jaron Boots Ennis. This is what Brian Norman Jr. said. He said, I wish I had a certain fight coming up, but they heard that B. Norman storm is coming. And you know what happens when the storm comes? They grab their boots and run. This is a direct shot at Jaron Boots Ennis. Since he announced that he's moving up to 154 2 days prior to, I think it was 2 days or 3 days prior to the actual Norman Jr. Jin Sasaki fight. You get what I'm saying? What do you guys think about Brian Norman's performance? And do you think he's ready for Boots? We'll find out. In other news, I saw a tweet by Devin the Dream Haney. Do you guys want to know what it was? Let's go over here and pull it up. I retweeted it to myself. You know, I always retweet stuff to myself so I can have it for a reference, kind of like a bookmark or something, you know? Let's see where it's at. What did Dev say? I think that's what his dad and his supporters call him. They call him Dev. Dev. Shout out to Dev. Let's see. Trap counter, right? me show y'all this here. I'm not gonna lie, this is nice. This is nice right here. This is really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Class is in session. Hold on. Let's do this. All right, let's do that. Let's put it in slow motion. Let's put it in slow motion. Put it in slow motion. So, Brian Norman understood that, okay, look at Jin Sasaki's feet. He knew that, now even though Brian Norman has his right arm down, he could have got hit with a left hook right here, being wide open if he got timed right. But he knew that Jin Sasaki was not in a position to throw the left hook with any conviction because of look at his feet. Lead foot is flat and he's leaning back a little bit on the back leg. So him being a professional fighter, understanding what he saw, he like, nah, I'm finna set this dude up, go straight to the body. I'm not in harm's way to get hit with anything. Let's go.
God.
So he did that to get a certain look to see how he was going to react because he already know dropped him twice already. Look at the eyes. Now, Jin Sasaki, which he was doing the entire fight, telegraphs what he's going to do. Now, Brian Norman is looking at Jin Sasaki's power hand, the backhand. It's not even worried about the jab, but watch this. So, do you notice his eyes is looking at the right hand? Look at where his eyes is looking at. He's not even paying attention to the lead hand of Jin Sasaki is throwing to the body. He parried that shot. He parried that shot. He instinctively parried that shot. And then once he saw, oh shit, this motherfucker don't drop down, got his head leaning. I don't parry this arm, knocked it down. He got the left arm right there, and the right arm way down there by his waist, with his back leg extended and his lead leg with his knee bent. Lord, he ready for this left hook. You know what I mean? And look what he do. Look what that Georgia boy do. Hap, he leaped into it. You get, lay your head on my pillow, yeah, baby, and just relax, 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 cause this love hook's for you. When I come to the land of Japan, and you're eating those Ginsu beans, I had to knock out a Goku, yeah. When he shot that weak ass jab to the body, I was looking at his right hand and I noticed it was down. Lay your head on my pillow, chin in the air, and just relax, 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 cause this left hook's for you. Lord have mercy. I said, but this nigga look like they need to test this. Timothy Bradley said they need to test Brian Norman Jr. He said they need to test him. But listen, bro. They say they need to test him. Yeah, what he said. I ain't said Brian Norman. Timothy Bradley said. Timothy Bradley said. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about, boy, he hit this motherfucker with a Kamehameha. That was some Goku shit. Kamehameha. Like that was some, you got. Now I watch Dragon Ball Z now. That was right there was, boy. And then look how he looked at him. He looked at him like he caught a dead body. Listen, Devin Haney don't want this. Now, of course, Devin Haney don't fight like Jin Sasaki, but bro, I'm just saying, bro, like, can he go 12 rounds without getting hit from this dude? I'm gonna tell you right now, Devin Haney ain't gonna fight Jin Sasaki. Devin Haney ain't gonna fight. He ain't gonna fight doggone Brian Norman like that. If he fight him, which he ain't, but I can promise you, you ain't never, ever. If it do happen, I'll be the first one to say, boy, they got Godzilla balls. That he ain't stepping in the ring, that boy from Atlanta. I'm telling you. That nigga got melatonin in both hands. In Shango shape. He got the strength of Ogun. Like he hit this dude like his fist was look like he had the ancestors backing him. It's like he had the ancestors backing him with that punch right there. Man, that man, if he run up in there with that, man, I ain't shit. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. You get what I'm saying? Shit, all right, man. Listen, Devin gonna like the performance that Devin did with Jose Ramirez. If he fight Brian Norman Sr., Brian Norman Jr., that's the same. Cause I know Bill say that Dev got a bunch of tools in the warehouse. We gonna see one tool. I'm finna show y'all the tool we gonna see. We gonna see the same tool that was used when Devin fought Jose Ramirez. We're not gonna see no other tools in this fight. I don't know what that tool is called, because Bill's, I don't know if Bill was talking about a mechanic or he was talking about the maintenance man or whatever. And shout out to Bill, shout out to Dev. But I don't know what tool he's talking about. He better come with a monkey wrench. Cause you get in the ring with that, when you get in the ring with that country nigga right there, telling you, boy, it's gonna be it's gonna be double. Now walk off.
True.
Yeah, that nigga there, man. Shit, I'm scared. I'm scared just looking at him. Like, damn, I didn't know that nigga hit like that. I see why his daddy been talking so much shit. Hey, I see why his daddy been talking so much shit. I'm like, damn. Oh, I get it now. This nigga, he hitting. You get what I'm saying? He hitting. Hey man, I'm trying, man. Shit, man, fuck that. Motherfucker. Hey, but I don't want no nigga hit me like that, and I can't remember nothing. You know what I mean? You don't know who your wife is. You don't know who your kids is. You don't know who your rabbit or your dog is. You don't know which house you live at. You don't know what city you live in. And what do you know where you at? No, where I'm at. Man, you in Japan, man. No, I thought I was in Iowa. No, you ain't in Iowa, man. You in Japan, man. I thought I was in LA. No, man, you in the land of the rising sun. You know what I mean? The home of Dragon Ball Z, the home of Godzilla. You know Godzilla? Kind of vaguely, what does he look like? You don't know Godzilla, the king of the monsters? We created Godzilla over here, man. Yeah, you know what, man? You know what, dog? Something wrong with it. Matter of fact, listen, let's take that nigga. Matter of fact, Brian Norman Jr., all jokes aside, right? All jokes aside. Brian Norman, if I'm the Japanese authority right now, Brian Norman Jr. Has to go to jail for attempted murder.
You sound like a bitch. Bitch. Man, I ain't worried about jail. Shit, man, I don't give a damn about going to jail. Nigga, take me to jail.
Take me to jail.
Shit, lock me up.
Lock me up.
Throw away the kid.
Throw away the kid.
Yeah, that nigga need to go to jail. We're gonna put him in. This is what we're gonna do, dog. We're gonna put you in the Japanese prison. You're gonna sit there about 5-6 years. Listen, when you signed the contract, that boy hitting. That nigga hitting. I ain't seen nobody hitting like that in the welterweight division. I'm talking about in the welterweight division right now. I ain't seen nobody hitting like that. No, not one fighter hitting like that in the welterweight division. Not like I ain't seen no fighter. I don't care what part of the country he from. I don't care how big his fan base is. I don't care how popular he is on YouTube. I ain't seen nobody hitting like that country nigga from that. Ain't nobody talking about Brian Norman Jr. I don't know what the fuck happened. Prior to the Centillion fight, he wasn't fighting like this. I don't know if he went to talk to Buddha. I don't know if he been meditating. I don't know if he been taking Ginsu beans. I don't know what happened. But from the Centillion fight on up, that nigga looks scary. That's all I'm saying.
True.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Shit. If I'm Devin Haney advisor, which is Bill Haney, you know what, Dev, check this out, Dev. You know what, Dev, see, we got a hit list, right? Dev, we got a hit list, see, and on our list, you see what I'm saying? This is what we got on the list. Matter of fact, let's go to Twitter and see what Bill got on the list. Because Bill said he had a list. I want to see this list he got. Hey, Bill said he had a list. I'm like, shit, I don't know what the hell list you got. You know, see, I got a list, right? I got a list too. Shout at Big Nuts, check. That's 1. Hobo Sam, 2. Hog Head Cheese, 3. Chico Stick, 4. Poke Chop Willie, 5. All Alive, 6. The Junkyard Dog, 7. Now, I don't know. Hold on. Let me put a star by Junkyard Dog shit. Junkyard Dog might be a little bit too tough for us. Damn, don't worry about it. We just gonna throw his name on there anyways, let everybody know. Let's see. Cottage cheese and titties, check. All right. Pickle pig feet, check. Let's see who else we got. Tom and Jerry, check. Papa Smurf, check. Snarf from the Thundercats. Check. Mr. Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street. Check. Yeah, see what we got? We got a list here. Anybody with this list can get it. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, for real though.
True.
Hey, I'm like, listen, I'm like doggone show enough.
Nigga, please.
Nigga, please. Matter of fact, let me read these super chats right quick. Let's read these super chats. John said, I agree. Okay, I read that one. Shout out to Boston Police dropping them 2 pounds on your boy. He said Brian Noma Jr. versus Conor Ben in the UK will sell out. In UK, 20 to 90,000 sell out. Yeah. I believe that because the UK some real boxing fans. Conor Ben got punching power, but he can't box. And his technique is he has poor technique. He has poor boxing fundamentals. That fight will be good while it lasts. I would pick because of Conor Ben's lack of boxing fundamentals. Conor Ben is a dog now. He will fight, but styles make fights. And I just think stylistically, because Conor Ben is an aggressive fighter. He's an aggressive fighter. He gonna get put to sleep from all the people out there, man. In my opinion. Shout out to Unbiased Boxing Talk.
Okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say, Coach, according to BF, he say Devin will maul Norman Jr. just like he did Ramirez. He said, oh, he mauled Ramirez, huh? Which Ramirez he talking about? Which one? Yeah, he mauled him. You saw what Dev did? Bro, I don't know if he said that or not, but if he said that, these Haney maniacs are just, and see, that's Bill Haney fault. I listen, I mess with Bill, but that's Bill. Bill got these boys hyped up. The boys from the alphabet, boy community, they don't, they God bless them. God bless them. They just, they just want to be down. We got Bill, we got a millionaire Bill on our team, and you get what I'm saying? We gonna ride for Dev. Those are the ride for Dev channels. So that's pretty much what they have been reduced to now. First it was Wilder, then they went from Wilder to Errol Spence. Now they went left from Errol Spence. Now they riding Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? Riding with Dev now. So so you get what I'm saying? That's all. That's all that is. I mean, what is he supposed to say? What is BF supposed to say? He's supposed to say that, fam. Shout out to Leonard Sterling.
Okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He said Donovan versus Crocker ordered rematch, likely to be for a Vic and IBF title for the 147. Oh, okay. He said Crocker won the OBF. Mando eliminated by DQ in the first fight. I guess you're trying to say the IBF eliminator. He said Donovan team disputed it. Okay. All right. Hey, good looking out, fam. He say, shout out to Leonard again. He say first fight showed that Patty Donovan, Irish boxer, trained by Andy Lee, is better than domestic level. He was levels above Crocker in the first fight. Yeah, listen. We gonna see what's up, man. We gotta come to a conclusion because it appeared to me, I ain't gonna lie. I think whoever get that belt, if Crocker, whoever get the belt, and I don't see nobody unifying. Because Mario, listen, good luck getting Mario Barrios in the ring. They got him in the witness protection program. He fighting a 75-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Roland Romero just gonna be running around hollering about how much of a draw and a star he is. Which he ain't no draw, and he damn so ain't no star. I mean, he's a star with Ellie Sucker Nigga Nutsack, but that's about it. He's a star on Sesame Street. He's a star with Crayola and the company that make coloring books. But other than that, that's it. Shout out to Leonard Sterling. He say Polanco wants that work. Top rank, make it happen. Norman versus Polanco. Listen, I would love to see that fight too. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see Norman versus Conor Ben. I would love to see Norman versus anybody in the UK. Anybody in the UK, I would love to see that. Anybody. I would love to see Brian Norman and Polanco. I would love to see Brian Norman and Mario Barrios or Crayon E. Roland Romero. I definitely want to see him fight Roland Romero. Wouldn't mind seeing that. So, we'll see how it works out. Shout out to Deal.
Okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, remember Cuevas didn't know what he was either. He said XD. He said XD. He said Tim asked the ref whether Cuevas is okay for the ref to say dude told him he didn't know where he was at. Yeah, he can see he got melatonin. He got melatonin in his gloves. Shout out to DJ Too Brazy.
Hey, okay.
Jumping that $2 super chat. He said Norman looks what Carmel should turn into. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what a person should turn into, but we gonna find out. Shout out to John.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, hey coach, them hog maws hot different than the motherfucker, huh? Yeah. I don't know. I don't eat swine, fam. I couldn't tell you. I used to eat it when I was a kid, but I couldn't tell you. You probably would know more. You probably would know more about the hog maws in the modern day time, in today's time, than I do, because I haven't had no hog maws since I was like 10, 11 years old, and I haven't eaten swine. I haven't eaten swine since I was 17. You get what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So you probably be more familiar with it at this point in time than I do.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey man, shout out to Corey Bradley. Shout out to Keith Bulldog. Shout out to damn, I haven't seen her in a while. Shout out to who was that? Oh, shout out to Mrs. Parker. Miss Parker, what's going on? Shout out to Miss Parker. Shout out to CHK. CHK, what's going on? G5 from the Bronx. Yeah, you know, we just got to keep it real, dog. Right now, I'm not here to, you get what I'm saying? I can't be sugarcoating this shit, dog. I can't be sugarcoating this shit. You get what I'm saying? So see, say, check your cash out. I'm gonna check the cash out now. Listen, I see She-Block coming over here creating all kind of dummy accounts. No, that's She-Block. No, that's your bitch ass. You have an obsession with me. I got a groupie. Yeah, this is a dummy account right here. Dirty dummy account. I got a groupie. Don't worry about it. We got, listen, you say one more thing in the chat. Hey, Pauline, stall them out. You say one more thing in the chat. I got somebody that lead the league in blocks. We love blocking over here at True Media Podcast. We love blocking. The True Media family, we love block. We will block your ass in a minute. All trolls and bots get blocked. We love it. We enjoy it. We find pleasure in it. If I had a chance to sleep with a beautiful woman and get some good cootie cat, or stay online and block you trolls and bots all day, I turn down the kitty cat, I turn down the cootie cat just to block you niggas.
True.
Come to bed, honey. You don't want none of this good stuff? Nah, baby, I got better stuff to do. What you got to do? I'm finna block these fools who over here trying to who got these body counts and trying to troll me. You going to bed. To this day. You get what I'm saying? Facts. I get an orgasm on that shit. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Hold on, look, let's see what we got. Shit. Love blocking motherfucker. I ain't my boy shit. What do you say? You say Norman looks like what Carmel should turn. Yeah, we gonna see, fam. We gonna see how that works.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Create another. Hey, listen, you know my favorite word. Create another account. I know you will. You always do. I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you, trolls, to give me the views that I need, and I'm counting on you to keep creating those accounts, because the more you create those accounts, the more watch time hours I get, and the more I get to block you. Please continue. I need your support. I really do.
True.
I really do.
True.
I am not going to stop you from doing your job, and I am not going to stop Green Eyes P from doing her job. I think she got over 50 blocks yesterday or the other day or something like that. That's the most blocks. She averaged a triple-double. Show your head, you're going to get blocked. Chop, chop. Bites to the block party. Anyways, let's go over here. All right, let's see. What we got over here now? God damn, boy. See, when you got a nigga looking at you like this, bro, when you got a nigga looking at you like this, oh my God, boy, I feel sad. I feel sorry for Buddy, man. Bro, look at him. Bro, it look like he dead. I know he not dead, but he laid out with both of his arms like this here, and you got this old junkyard dog. Like, he look like one of them mechanics, them shade tree mechanics. You know what I mean? That can snatch a diesel engine out of a truck. He can snatch an entire transmission out of a car with his bare hands. With his bare hands, he can do that. Yeah, when you see a nigga like that, yeah, leave that nigga, man. He ain't got no jewelry on. You don't see him walking around wearing no ice. You don't see him talking about he got Pistol Pete, Fat Joe, and the Terror Squad. You don't see none of that. You just see, man, look here, man. Now we got some criticism now. You said they took the Boots and ran. You know, Boots fans are saying that, hey, look, you ducked Boots. When you had the opportunity to fight Boots in Philly, they said that you turned down the offer, you ducked him, and you went a different path. You get what I'm saying? So they're saying that ship has sailed, and we don't want to hear that. That's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they trying to say. That's what they saying now. But bro, has your fighter done this? Has your fighter done this to an opponent? Because the fighter who y'all talking about, he's had opponents in there with the skill set of Jin Sasaki. Did he do him like that? Like, look at this dude. Hey, shout out. Matter of fact, since we talking about Atlanta, do you guys remember? Are you from Atlanta? Now, Future's one of my favorite rappers out of Atlanta. Future made a song called Homicide. Do you guys remember that song, Homicide, by Future? Featuring Snoop Dogg? You know what I mean? Y'all remember that, though? He said, you want to take a ride? Get in. I grew up on the other side. Get it in. You niggas sell a bunch of pies, snatch a Benz. I heard they say it's going down. I'm going in. Go tell them it's a homicide. Go tell them it's a homicide. Y'all remember that song, Homicide? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, my God. Bro, you see a motherfucker sleep like that? Lord have mercy. Old pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, for the knock one of you would come the niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at the nigga for the knock ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want all the smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your backing up, nigga. I got your backing up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell Hippie, yeah, Hippie, I don't want you in there with him, Hippie, because Hippie, you going the distance. Yeah, you out box now. I will say this, Hippie, you in the pocket now. You in the pocket, you beating them up in the pocket, but you ain't knocking them out. You knocking them down a couple of times. We gotta duck him. We ducking Brian Norman right now. We gotta duck him. Gotta catch him at the right time. We gonna fight him, but we gonna catch him at the right time. You know what I mean? Preferably when he got a broken leg or a fractured kneecap or something of that sort. We'll catch him when he wounded or something like. We'll catch him like that. But right now, we ain't trying to see that boy right now.
True.
Now let's go over here to Dollar Bill. It look like it's from a storm outside, so I hope everything go all right with the live. I hope the power don't go out, but let's go over here to Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill, shout out to Bill Haney. Bill Haney said Boots' biggest bag. He said Boots' biggest bag was Devin at 147. That fight was on the table for Boots. I respect his move to 154, but let's be real. Teofimo Lopez and Brian Norman didn't bring enough to the table. Bill say, according to Dollar Bill. Now again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. Shout out to our sponsor. Shout out to our sponsor, Keith's Bulldogs.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for bam, hundo on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, Keith say for the knockout of the season. Hey, Keith, Lord have mercy. Lord ham. We got to say Lord. We got to put a little bit of ham with it, and then we got to top it off with mercy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Now hold on. Now Bill say they ain't bring nothing to the table. He said Brian Norman ain't bring. He said Brian Norman. Yeah, see that what happened was they ain't bring nothing to the table. See what I'm saying? They ain't bring nothing to the table, dog. Like you know what I'm saying? You got damn. See, he ain't bring nothing to the table. He ain't bring nothing to the table. Huh? See, I get it. Trust me, I get it.
About the future, I mean, I wish I had a certain fight coming up, but they heard B Norm the storm coming, and I know what happened when the storm comes. You grab your boots and run. So we shall see what's next for me. Hopefully October or November we can get some in, but we shall see.
Yeah, hey, look here, man. Okay, we'll see. Hey, all right, hold on, here you go. Let's see. Where is that? Where is that? Hold on. I'm going to my Instagram. I'm on my yeah, see, I'm just gonna tell you what it is. Now we finna find out. I gotta get Bill. I gotta call Bill. Yeah, see. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this. Bill says right here. Bill say Devin Haney got the boxing game on his back. Bill getting y'all pissed off. Hey, Bill say Boots' biggest bag was Devin at 147. He said that fight was on the table for Boots. So he's insinuating that Boots ducked Dale. That's what he's insinuating. Now he gonna say, well, you can take it how you want to take it. No, that's how you say it without saying it. That ain't what I said. I just said that his biggest bag was with Dale, but he moved up to 54. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, we know what you're saying. We know what you're trying to say. What you insinuate? Because what he doing? He throwing his base. See, Dollar Bill throwing his base a bone. He throwing the alphabet. He throwing the LDBC a bone. So they gonna take it around with it. Yeah, nigga, everybody ducking Dale. Nigga, Boots ran from Dale. Doggone Brian Norman ran from Dale. Nigga, Coach Malachi ran for Dale. Show that Big Nuts ran from Dale. And what Bill called Devin Haney Debo. Debo step on the block. He called him Debo. See, this is the thing, right? Debo was knocking people out in Friday. In order to be Debo, and I gotta talk to my brother and tell him this. In order to be Debo, you gotta strike fear in the hearts of your opponents, and you gotta be sleeping people. You gotta be sleeping people. See, if you doing this in the ring, if you doing this, if you looking at your opponent and he laying there, you know what I mean? If he laying there like this here, you have the vertical plane and you have the perpendicular plane. You're parallel, right? Like you get when you get what I'm saying. So let's reevaluate this. Dollar Bill, the greatest boxing dad of all time, according to him, he said, "Let's be real. Teofimo Lopez and Brian Norman didn't bring enough to the table." Brian Norman didn't bring enough to the table, huh? Hey, man, what's going on, man? You know what I mean? Yeah, dog. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, dog. Yeah, dog, I'm just saying, you feel me, dog? Yeah, dog, I was gonna, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't bring nothing to the table, fam. You don't bring enough to the table, dog. We were gonna fight the nigga, but a nigga don't bring nothing to the table like that. He ain't really all that. You get what I'm saying? He don't bring nothing to the table. Oh, okay, yeah, I know. You, Lord have mercy. Whoo, Lord have mercy, boy. You ain't lying about that, boy. That nigga don't bring nothing to the table, but a stretcher. He said, hey, that nigga from Atlanta sent a nigga to the hospital. Shit, I don't know about that, boy. All right, let's see. Let's see what Big Dev had to say. Oh yeah. So Dev says right here. Oh, this is it right here. This is it right. I didn't realize it. Dev says right here. Because apparently, I think he went to Japan. Devin Haney said, damn, maybe Brian Norman ain't so ass after all. That's what he's trying to say, ain't so ass after all. Because he said he was ass. He said Brian Norman was trash, which ass means trash. And I think once he saw that, Dev said, damn, maybe Brian ain't so ass after all. That mean he having second thoughts now. Hold on. Dad. Yeah, Dev, what's going on, Dev? What's going on? Dad, did you so happen to see the Brian Norman fight? No, Dev, I ain't really see it, Dev. Yeah, we got him on the list. Dad, yeah, what's up, son? Take him off the list. True. Take that nigga off the list, Dad. Dev, what you talking about, Dev? I told Coach Malachi that you got a warehouse full of tools. You got a toolbox full of tools. Dad, I don't give a damn how many tools I have. If you got that nigga on the list, take his name off the list. True. ASAP, you told me this man was trash. I'm looking at. I thought he was ass. Dad, the man don't even know. The man don't even know where he at. Dad, the ambulance came and got him. Dad, the man that carried him out on the stretcher, he said, but Dave, see, you got the best feet in the game and the fastest jab in the game. And, it's called the sweet science, son. The sweet science, see, with your footwork and the jab, see, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You dig? Dad, listen, who the boss? You the boss, I'm the boss. Well, son, I'm kind of like the boss, but you the boss, but I'm kind of like really the boss because I don't want to call on the shot, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, but yeah, son, but you the boss. Dad, just listen to me. Trust me on this one. Take him off the list. All right, I'll take him off. I'll take it. take that nigga off the list, man. Take that nigga off. Take him off the list. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, take that nigga off the list. Take him off the list. ASAP. Hey, whatever list you got, do not put his name back on there. Don't put his name on there. Nowhere on there. You know what I mean? We gonna have to jump this nigga. We have to jump this nigga. Boy, he ain't but 24 years old. Like, look how old he look though. Look how old he like, bro. This is an old junkyard dog look. Like this, that old in the 80s. We used to call them basers, right? Them crackheads. Yeah, but that's that old baser mechanic. Like, just bring your car to me. I'ma unscrew all the bolts of your engine with my bare hands. He don't need no tools. Like if you bring your car to Brian, if you bring your car to the B&B towing, I think that's Brian Norman, them towing, right? If you bring your car to them, this junkyard dog right here, Brian Norman Jr., he don't need to. They don't use tools to take the bolts off in the car. Like, he just stick his hand down there, and once he feel it, he just go to twist it and take it off with the bare hand. A guy like that, yeah, nah, you gotta. You get what I'm saying? Nah, nigga hitting too hard, dog. That nigga hitting too hard, dog. Like, you get what I'm saying? We gotta call ICE. We gotta call ICE on this nigga and get him deported somewhere. While he an American citizen, he can't get deported. So damn, okay. We gotta send him somewhere. Let me call Homeland Security. Call Homeland Security. This nigga right now. Shit, this nigga hitting too. Take him and his daddy. Pick him and his daddy up. Hello, ICE, Homeland Security. Yeah, ICE, what's going on? Yes, yeah, how can we help you? Yeah, I would listen. I want to report an illegal alien. Who you talking about? I don't know. It's some dude. Him and his dad. It's two of them. It's some dude. African American studs. One name is Brian Norman Jr. One name is Brian Norman Sr. The other name is Brian Norman Jr. He in Japan right now. He got a passport. Well, what we need to do, we gotta take his passport and leave him over there in Japan. Do not let him come back to the States. It's a weapon of mass destruction. The man he caught a body over there in Japan. The authorities are looking at it. We need to keep him over there. Do not bring him back to Atlanta. Sir, if he's an American citizen, we can't do that. Well, listen, can we just make an exception to the rule or something? Can't we make an exception to the rule? Like, why is he, like, why? Can't we just make an exception to the rule this one time? You get what I'm saying? Sir, he's an American citizen. You know what I mean? We want broken citizenship? Man, look, I'm trying to tell you, man. No, man, listen, man, just keep him over there. Don't let him get back on the plane. Put him on a no-fly zone. No-fly zone. Let the Japanese deal with him. Shit, you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, let the Japanese deal with this nigga here. Yeah. Yeah, let the Japanese deal with this nigga. Let y'all have Hiroshima, all of that. You get what I'm saying? Keep that nigga over there, boy. Shit. I ain't know that nigga was hitting like that. I see why his daddy been talking so much shit lately.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello. All right, our good brother Dollar Bill said that Brian Norman they don't bring nothing to the table. That's what he said. I showed it to y'all. He said they don't bring nothing to the table. All right, so we ain't got to worry about that fight. Hey, we ain't got to worry about that fight there. Because Bill Haney said right here, I just showed it to y'all. Bill Haney said right here. I just showed it to y'all. What Bill at? I just showed it to y'all. Shout out to my good brother. Shout out to my good brother Dollar Bill. I do not want no Haney maniacs calling my show, getting all mad. Oh man, I don't let you say about yelling. I don't let you Haney maniacs getting on my goddamn nerves, dog. Take that shit to the LDBC. That's why all the Haney Maniacs had over there. Y'all don't bring that shit over here. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know the nigga. Y'all don't even know neither one of them. God damn, you know what I mean? God damn, sucking the meat down to the base. God damn, nigga, come off for air. I know you're choking. Anyways, Bill said that Boots' biggest bad was Devin at 147. He said, but let's be real, Teofimo and Brian Norman didn't bring enough to the table. And guess what? Bill is saying all the right things. That's how you get out of shit. That's how you get out of shit when you say something. Yeah, dog, I'm going to get out of it. Yeah, see, they don't bring that to the table, Chief. You know what I mean? Don't bring that to the table now. You know what I mean? We heard that before. You don't bring that to the table. It's about putting butts in C's. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. We heard all this before. Y'all remember that? We heard all this before. Hold on. What the list at? Well, what the list? Let's find Bill. Let's find. What dollar bill? What dollar bill? Dollar bill got the list. Now, I ain't gonna lie now. Now, Dale been talking greasy to Tio. He been talking greasy to Tio for a minute now. Facts.
Conversation like he's not going to do a motherfucking thing, so we ain't got to worry about nobody fighting. But anyways, continue.
Conversation like
he's not going to do a motherfucking thing, so we ain't got to worry about nobody fighting. But anyways, continue.
That Dale been talking greasy. Dale been talking greasy to Tio. He like that. I don't even see you, fam. You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Like, I know this shit sweet over there. That's the Honduran meat. I know that shit sweet over there, fam. You ain't gonna do nothing. Don't nobody know you in New York. Damn sure don't know you in Florida. I'm still trying to figure out something. Some of y'all saying he from Florida. I'm like, where you from? He ain't from Tampa. He ain't from Miami. He ain't from Broward. Ain't from Duval, which is Jacksonville. Where you from? Where you from? I don't know no cities because Florida. One thing about Florida, especially if we got a superstar fighter, we gonna represent for our superstar fighters. We represented for Roy. We represented for doggone Antonio Tarver to a degree. We represented for what's the heavyweight name? Who fought Lennox Lewis? He was in the military. Oh, I forgot his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He had an iron chin. I forgot his name. What's my main name? But heavyweight back in the day, he fought. He had an iron chin. He fought Lennox Lewis. He fought Larry Holmes. Damn, I forgot his name, man. From Jacksonville. He from Duval. Yeah, Ray Mercer. Shout out to Bruce Gas. Ray Mercer. We rep for Ray Mercer. We rep for Winky Wright when he moved from DC. And we rep for Winky Wright. All that there. You ain't never heard of a Florida boxing fan that's been watching boxing for years don't represent for their fighters. If the nigga was from Florida, somebody tell me where he from. What part of Florida he from? Wait, what part of Florida he from? Anybody? What part of Florida he from? Marky Vion he said he from Hollywood, Florida. Quote, bullshit, that man is from no goddamn Hollywood. I don't know. Listen, I know a lot of people in Hollywood. Don't nobody in Hollywood know this man. He from Hollywood. Nigga, I got people in Hollywood. Listen, man, I got people in Broward right now, dog. Don't nobody know this man in Hollywood. He from Hollywood, Florida.
Nigga, please.
Boy, hush. Shit. Boy, hush. What school he went to? What high school he graduated from? Do you know? What year he graduated? The prince said he's from Orlando, coach. Okay, I lived in Orlando. What school he went to? Did he go to Edgewater? Did he go to Jones? What high school he graduated from? What high school he graduated from? What high school he graduated from in Orlando? I got family in Orlando right now. What high school he graduated? What year he graduated? Man, y'all just guessing shit. Right now, y'all talking about David, Florida, Orlando, Florida. Y'all just guessing shit. Now, y'all don't know where this nigga from. I'm not even finna entertain this shit. I ain't finna entertain. Y'all just making up. Y'all just making shit up now. Y'all just making shit up. You get what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that. Anyway. Yeah, but anyway, I ain't gonna lie. Now, Devin.
Conversation like he's not gonna do a motherfucking thing. So
now Devin been pressing him. Devin been pressing. He been pressing. He been. Hey, what my main man? Casino. I'm finna drop the phone line. Listen. Hey, I'm gonna drop the phone line. Hold on. Hey, Casino, where Casino at? Casino, you heard what Bill say. Bill say Debo Haney. Now, this the only thing. If you gonna be Debo, now I gotta talk the dollar. Right? Dollar Bill. If you gonna name your son Debo, you gotta knock mofos out. Shout out to Eric Gomez.
To this day.
If you gonna be Debo, you gotta strike fear in the hearts of your opponents, and you gotta knock mofos out. Debo was a knockout artist. And Friday, Debo had people tucking their chain in Friday. They'll say, once upon a time in boxing during the glory years, this is what Dollar Bill say. It was the wild, wild west. Everyone was safe, making money, having fun until this one guy showed up. Hey, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Debo don't step on the block. Javante Tank Davis scared of him. Shakur Stevenson running from him. Teofimo Lopez in the witness protection program. Boots caught wind of Debo Delve coming at 147. Boots just miraculously leave 147, go to 154. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get what I'm saying? So you know, hey, you dig? That's all I'm saying. You know, Debo, hey, Boston fan hit me up. He said, Bill tripping on this one, coach. Yeah, man, I'm sitting there laughing. Let me sit there laughing. Yeah, man, this guy, y'all need stall about. Lay one finger on me, and I see you for battery. Man, y'all come on, man. Y'all stall about. Y'all ain't gonna let the battery, y'all ain't gonna let lawsuit go. Daddy, listen, Devin Haney did not make this lawsuit. That was Dollar Bill did that, fam. Y'all, listen, Devin Haney wasn't the one that came with the lawsuit. That was Bill Haney. He told y'all that. Bill Haney handled all of Dev's business in boxing. He the one that came with the lawsuit. That was Bill. Devin Haney didn't have to do that. Dev took the blame, but it was Bill, fam. It was Bill. That's all I'm saying, fam. Y'all got to stall him out on that. You see Debo. Now, will the real Debo stand up? Now, if you're going to be Debo, you got to be doing this. If you're going to be Debo, you have to be doing this. And we got to hear some music. We got to have some music playing in the background, that Debo music. Doo-doo. 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 Here come Debo. Huh? Here come Debo. Oh, shit, here come Devin Haney. Here, tuck your chain. Oh, take your chain off. Put it in the box right here. Now, I'm going to tuck mine. This goddamn Dev show up. You know what it is. Dev show up. What up, Boots? What up, B. Norman Jr.? Nothing. What you got on my 40, Boots? Nothing. What about you, B. Norman Jr.? Nothing, man. I'm broke as a joke. Y'all lying. I know y'all some high rollers. What about you, T.O.? Oh, nah, man, I ain't got nothing. You lying. I know you got something. Snatch the chain off his neck. Come on, man. That's my abuela chain. You know, it's my chain now, punk. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Come on, man. Then B. Norman stand up. Man, come on, Debo Haney. Come on, Debo. Stall him out. Sit your bitch ass down before I knock your ass out, too. Oh, okay. He sat back down. You know what I mean? Debo Haney left the block. Got niggas shaking like booty meat right now.
True.
Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah. Came outside today, water on water. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, that motherfucker there, man, shit. Nigga Debo Haney step on the block, goddammit. Matter of fact, I'm trying to find this list. Where is this list that Bill said he had? Bill said they had a list. So let's see if we find the list, because I want to make sure. What a list at? I think he still got. Okay, here it go right here. Here go the list right here. This the list. Now I don't see who number one. Who's number one? Let me see. The list got cut off. Who? I don't know who number one is. But he got Shakur Stevenson, number 2, Javante Tate Davis, number 3, Boots, number 4, Brian Norman Jr., number 5, Mario Barrio, 6, Keyshawn Davis, 7, Roland Romero, 8, Conor Ben, 9, Ryan Garcia, 10. Number 1 has to be Teofimo Lopez. So this is a hit list right here. This is a hit list. Everybody on the list is shaking like booty meat. Boots ran, left 147. He ran off the block. Boots ran off the block. Brian Norman putting people, giving them concussions, sending them to the hospital. Shout out to Blaze Pound for Pound TV. Mario Barrios, he fighting Manny Pacquiao. Keyshawn Davis is the one that's at 140. He's moving up to 140 now. I got some information on Keyshawn too about how he lost weight, how he rolled his weight. But Roland Romero, you ain't got to worry about Roland, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe they can get that fight. Conor Ben, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia, number 10. So he got a hit list right here. Debo has a list of names. Do anybody who want it with Debo? Let's see what the people talking about. Let's see what the people talking about. He said people are just scared to lose to your boy. Now, he said because of all of the shit they were spouting. He said they know. He said they now know the world will see in 4K their favorite racist ass boxer getting outboxed by a guy they tried to clown, wish he had a bad time. After the drug cheated him. What the F is, what he say? What the F the world is coming to. All right, this guy right here say, take Shakur off of the list. You don't really want those problems, Bill. You don't really want those problems, Bill. Nor do your son. You know this. And I else with you, Bill. And I always keep it real when it comes to Devin. But Devin don't want to fight. Those are the facts. Okay. This guy right here said, y'all not trying to fight Core. Stop that. Stop bluffing. This guy say 32, 9, and 2. Loading them. This guy says Devin don't even know what weight class he wants to get knocked out at, right? That's what he say right here. He say the fuck tell him, he tell his running ass to stay far away from the top mofos, and all the Devin D riders don't TikTok all at once. Don't tick all at once. This guy say, well, he said, well, since T.O. was number one and was number one in the duck list, he said, let's get that Shakur fight after Cepeda then. Which weight class that fight gonna be in? Because Shakur's gonna have to move up to 147. He's not moving up to 147. So this list should look like this. We need to see only 147 pounders on here. Ryan Garcia, he had surgery. Ryan Garcia hurt his hand from taking a selfie. He's the only fighter I know that has surgery on his wrist and hand for taking a selfie. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with Ryan Garcia. Oscar, what's wrong, Ryan? Ryan, what's wrong? Oh my God, look at my hand. I've hurt my wrist. Let me see what was wrong with your wrist. This is why I couldn't get the knockout against Rolly. Oh my gosh, poor baby. What's going on, Ryan? Look, how do you hurt your hand? Did you hurt it in the fight? No, I was taking a selfie for TikTok and I was doing the body shot challenge and I hurt my wrist while I was holding my phone. Oh my gosh, poor baby. You know, we're gonna have to do Ryan. What's that, Oscar? We're gonna have to have surgery. You know, that's going to buy me some time to keep you away from some killers. True. This motherfucker had surgery for taking a selfie. Literally. You can't make this up. Mario Barrios is in the PBC Witness Protection Program. You ain't never got to worry about getting him. Boots has left the building. Tate Davis is a 135 pounder. So let's take Tate name off. Let's take Shakur name off because Tate ain't fighting you anyways. We know what Tate doing. Tate ain't fighting. No, we all know. You know what I mean? He got. You know, we ain't worried about that. Shakur is at 135. Tate at 135. Boots moved up to 154. He left the block. Now we got this dude from Atlanta, Georgia, right here. Now we got the dude from Atlanta right here. You get what I'm saying? So just want to throw that out there. Keyshawn moved up to 140. That fight ain't gonna happen. Yeah, Keyshawn moved up to 140. That fight ain't gonna happen. Conor Ben can happen. You can get that Conor Ben fight. The one, hold on. Carla, hold on. The one that looked more realistic, the Conor Ben fight. Maybe Rolly. I don't know. I don't know about Rolly. Keyshawn, no. Mario Barrios, he 147, and Rolly Romero 147. Those two guys, you know, they both on 147. And then you got some 135 pounders on there that's going, and T.O. moved up 147. So yeah. You got to stick to the 47ers. The 47-pound fighters, you know, Bill got to look and see which one realistically can be made, kind of like what the Jab Queen said. Carla, what's your name? You called from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
What's up, Coach? Man, I have to take 2 minutes to call in, bro. We got Bill calling his son Debo now.
Yeah, that's Debo.
Who's he knocking out, Coach? And nobody fears this guy. Last time I watched the movie, bro, Debo was knocking everybody out, bro. Nobody fears this kid. What's Bill talking about now, bro? He's capping, Coach. Big time. Nobody's scared of this kid, bro. And I like Devin Haney, bro. I like him. You know what I mean? But, bro, this guy was doing way too much, man. Talking shit everywhere he goes, man. I saw him arguing with Showbiz not long ago. Bro, cut it out, man. You know what I mean? Let your son be a man, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, he did right for pulling up on Showbiz, because Biz been hating on Devin Haney for a minute. He did right for pulling up on him. You get what I'm saying? He called what he said. He said Showbiz is on the payroll. Yeah, man, you on the payroll. Cause they call Showbiz. They call Showbiz. They say he the token. They say he the token Negro that got chosen by the zone by the machine. So you know he the token one. That's what they say. So that what the people saying, man. That what the people saying, man. Hey man,
I fuck with Showbiz, man. I watch him too, bro. You know, but bro. This guy, man, and I know one thing, bro. I've been saying it for months now, maybe a couple of years. Haney is one dude that's calling out everybody, and I feel that he means it. Like he's been pressing T.O. for a couple of years now, bro, and I know he's serious.
Yeah,
he wants that fight, and that's the fight to make.
Yeah,
I don't know, you know, what's going on between the two, whatever. T.O. capping and Bill, make the fight happen, bro. That's the fight to make, you know. But anyway, Coach, I gotta go, brother. I'll talk to you on Monday. Peace.
Yes, sir. Salute, fam. Yeah, man, nigga around that bit. What you? Hey, hold on. Matter of fact, let's do this because you talking about Debo. See these jitterbugs. They probably ain't seen Friday. These jitterbugs. They probably ain't seen Friday, right? They probably ain't seen Friday, so they probably ain't know who Debo. Debo, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Hold on. Carla, hold on. Yeah, see, hold on. See, this what it is, right? See, if you're gonna be Debo, see, this what Dev got to do. Dev got to do this. I'm Debo. See, if you're gonna say, listen, shout out to Dollar Bill, but Bill, if you're gonna say your son Debo, he got to be doing this. Well, okay, this is Brian Norman Jr. at 147, right? This Brian Norman Jr. right here, right? This Boots Ennis right here. So this Brian Norman, this Boots, right? 147.
Who? Debo.
and this a nigga that Debo just knocked out not too long ago.
What you got on my 40, homie?
See, if your son ain't doing that, Bill, come on, fam. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
What's up, man? This is Damon from Detroit, Coach. You all right?
Man, Damon, talk to me, brother.
Man, Coach, you crazy. First off, I love the show. You had me rolling all yesterday. Man, Devin Haney don't want none of that damn, he don't want none of that storm, man. I don't even think Devin Haney would make it through the first half of the fight with him, man. I hear him talking that Boots duck. I think it just became hard for him to make the weight, but man, ain't nobody trying to see Josh Norman. He punching holes through people's head. What'd you say that boy can't remember today?
Bro, no, that's what they saying, family. He had a memory, bro. They pulled him out in the stretcher. They say he lost his memory he don't remember nothing from the time he got knocked out all the way back to 6 weeks. He don't remember the last 6 weeks.
Shit, he got 4 knockout punches in one. The one that hit him first and knocked him out, woke him up, put him back down when his head bounced off of the ground. Man, listen, the way he hit that boy and then bowed to the crowd, man, that was amazing. When he hit him, he knew that he was knocked out.
Yeah.
So, but did you see in the corner what his dad say? Put him out of misery.
Yeah. His dad did say that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, if you could pull a knockout punch out like that. Hey man, I don't know, bro. That's a little scary right there.
Hey, Damon,
dudes talking, but
Damon, check this out. This is what Devin Haney was supposed to do to Regis Prograis. You had Regis Prograis hurt, wounded. You dropped him. His legs were staggering. And Bill, and I told Bill, I said, Bill. He said, no, we want to make a statement to show him that we can go 12 rounds without getting hit with the left hand. I said, Bill, that don't make no goddamn sense. If you want to make a statement, you do something to Regis Prograis that no one has ever done in his professional career. You stop him. You had this, you could have stopped that man. No, man, you know, and Bill, see, I ain't gonna lie, Bill Haney coach, I gotta tell Bill this, he coached like he's scared. He coached like he's scared.
Last week, coach, until Dev get another coach, he's not gonna release his potential. As long as his father is his coach, man, he hold him back. He outclassed Regis Prograis. It's fights I've seen him in that if Dev just go ahead and let go, he probably would knock people out. Man. That pillow fisted stuff, I don't believe that, man. I just believe they draining his weight so much. Shit, ain't nobody got strength. I used to play Little League football. I was a bigger kid. They used to have us lose weight before the game. You don't have nothing left in the game. So the fact that he going out there and performing the way he performing after they weight drain like that, that lets you know that he's a hell of a boxer. But if they let him just fight at his weight, man, Dev might be a better boxer and get another trainer because Bill's stagnating Devin, man. He got skills, but if you can't, if you're not letting them unleash his skills, you're really holding them back, man.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. Hey, salute to you, fam. Hey, Damon, man, Detroit, stand up. Salute, fam. Yeah, if y'all call the show while I'm on the phone, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not going to end the call until the person is finished. So if you say, yeah, I'm calling, man, but I ain't getting through. Well, if I'm on the phone, you're not going to get through because I'm on the phone. I see the number ringing, but I got to let the person finish the call first. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
All right. This is what I see for pay.
Call
Northwest. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's your name is, fam?
Blake C for P TV.
Okay. Go ahead. Talk to me. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Seattle, Northwest, 406.
Northwest Seattle, man. Talk to me.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to jump in, man, about Devin and the list. And you know, one thing I can say about Devin, man, Devin Haney been fighting people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
And then, you know, he had to warm up for Ramirez.
Yep.
You know, and he dodged Ramirez like the Matrix to stay fresh for Ryan. You know, everybody think he got PSD, so I'm really interested in them setting up the next fight because I feel like so far from what they shown, they're gonna fight somebody legit. So let's see what takes out. And then I would also say is like, man, listen, man, that Brian Norman Jr. knockout was bananas, especially when in the chat where they pointed out that, you know, I was watching it live, 5 o'clock in the morning over here where I'm at on the West Coast.
Yes, sir.
And when his dad told him to put it out of misery, because when I be watching the fight, I'm listening to what they're saying in the corner. And I didn't really think nothing of it outside of, you know, because Sasaki was low tier. He was handling him the whole fight. And then he said, put him out of misery, right? And then he goes in there and knocks him out in spectacular fashion like that. And I thought Brian Norman been pretty good. I think his last knockout before this fight, I think he's legit. He just got to start fighting somebody that's higher tier, or everybody's for him to get his respect. And I think, you know, I'm really hoping Brian Norman Jr. gets the unification bout or gets to fight a big name as well. And, you know, I think, you know, I want to know your opinion on Haney going all the way to Japan, and now there's real crickets about explicitly calling out Brian Norman Jr. right now, because that's what I expect to happen after that fight, regardless of how Brian Norman Jr. won.
Man, them dude, listen, man. Okay, this is my argument for people say Brian Norman ain't fought nobody. Your favorite fighter in the welterweight division is fighting the same level of competition that Brian Norman has fought. The only difference is when Brian Norman fight that competition that you say ain't nobody, he putting these dudes to sleep. When your favorite fighter fight that same level of competition, they go 12 rounds with him. They may end up stopping the fight in the corner or something like that from time to time. But he putting dudes to sleep. So You got to do what, okay, if you say he ain't fighting no competition, your favorite fighter ain't fighting no competition either. But your favorite fighter ain't putting them to sleep. He putting these dudes to sleep. So,
I just want to say, I just want to say for the record, my favorite fighter is Bud Crawford. But however, like I said, Brian Norman Jr. is high up on my list, and I'm only saying he ain't fighting nobody because that's the argument that I get back every time I'm talking about Brian Norman Jr.
Yeah, that's fine.
Every time we talk about these fighters. Because what I see what you see. He's been destroying his opponent.
Yeah.
Even when he got the upset, what's the brother?
Centilla, yeah.
Where they fed him, where Top Rank fed him, and he upset, and he done shook up everything they got going on.
Yeah.
And then him and his dad, they've been improving each fight. They've been working on shit and improving. When he fought before Sasaki, and they was working on the body jab. The fight before that, Centilla and all them damn uppercuts. This Sasaki was a can, and look what he did with his skin. He put him out in spectacular fashion. And the reason why I call Sasaki a can, because when you watch his fight, he takes punches. He's just a heavy bag.
Yeah.
Like his tape shows that he'll let you punch him. And sure enough, he let Brian Norman Jr. punch him, and he put his lights out. So I'm not one that criticizes not Brian Norman Jr. I hate to say where boxing is at because he's at that 147 division. I don't got to knock it against Boots because Boots is relatively big. At his size, he can be 147, and if he goes to 154, if he's wanting to fight the best at 154, I'm not knocking. And then, I really did want to see him and Brian Norman Jr. fight. I thought the fathers was going to put their undisputed together so they can get the bag. The kids jumped the gun, got to talking crazy to each other, and they couldn't negotiate the fight because he wasn't marinated right. So it's unfortunate. I really wanted to see Brian Norman Jr. fight Boots. But Boots is going up to 140. 154. I think it's a legitimate reason for him going up with the size that he is. And, he's not a duck if he's fighting the best at 154. That's my opinion, right? And so, and then even with Brian Norman Jr. and them, you try to call Brian Norman Jr. and his dad a duck because they wanted more money with Boots. If they continue to fight and be great, they're going to tell you how much they worth.
Yeah.
And then hindsight to show you that, these guys knew who they were, and they weren't taking no short.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm just interested. It's just really exciting right now. It's really exciting at 140. It's really exciting at 147. And so, I'm interested to see where Devin is going to fall at as far as who's going to fight, because I believe that him and Bill is going to set up with him fighting somebody in the jet.
All right, well, salute, fam. Hey, thank you for calling, man. Blaze Pound for Pound TV's on See How to Stand Up. Now, I don't want to get too excited. I don't want to get the Holy Ghost right now because the only time I want to get the Holy Ghost is if shout out to Tisha. Cash out.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter over. Damn, dub on your boy. Shout out to Tisha.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Quarter of a dub, cash out. Tisha said that, what you say, sis? Tisha said, she said, love the show. Hey, thank you so much, Tisha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis. I'm showing that love. I appreciate that. Hold on. I got to hit you with the Huggy Bell. Cash out. I got to hit you with the Huggy Bell. Caller, hold on. Yeah, man, I want to, you get what I'm saying? Like, I want to see. The reason why I ain't getting the Holy Ghost, because it's a lot of stuff. I'm going to just be honest with y'all. When fights don't get made, it's the people it's the matchmakers, the people in the background, and sometimes even the fighters, their team don't feel like they're ready for that fight yet. That's what goes on, to be honest with you.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Okay. Hey, shout out to Jazz Queen. Okay, I appreciate that, sis. And thank you so much. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's CJ from the 504, Coach.
CJ from the 504. Talk to me.
What's up with you, bro?
I'm good, fam.
Hey, Coach, I think Brian Norman is one of them old school fighters, bro. He like to fight in the pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He hurting shit, man. He fought that dude Santion.
Yeah.
They had to escort that man out there and send him to the yard. He fought that dude Cuevas. That dude got punched 3 times and said, I don't want no part of this. He fought Jin Sasaki and made the man lose his memory for the past 16 weeks. And all his work is coming from inside the pocket. He's doing good boxing when he needs to, but he's doing a lot of his work in the pocket. Coach, the man don't come to the fight with no jewelry on. The man put on an old T-shirt, some Jordache jeans, and some black G-Nikes with a do-rag.
Yeah.
The man take all that shit off and walk to the ring. The man don't have no haircut.
Yeah.
The man don't have no lining on his beard.
Yeah.
And the man is not putting shit to sleep. These young American fighters we got, the Abdullah Masons, the Brian Norman Jr., these little dudes different, man. And I got to tell you, bro, these dudes, the Haneys and these TOs, and I just don't see them messing with this dude, bro. I think they should stay far away. Now, I would love to see the fight. I think shit would only go one way. Yeah. I think that shit would only go one way because B. Norman, he only showing people his knockout ability. He ain't even showed his boxing skills. The dude could box. He ain't had to show that. He ain't even had to show that yet. And I think people will be pleasantly surprised to see that when these dudes start moving around the ring, you'll start seeing B. Norman slide to the left and slide to the right. He ain't gonna be chasing. He gonna be sliding, cutting that ring off, and doing work to that body. And bro, that dude is dangerous, man. Real dangerous. And him and I hope Boots Ennis stay at 147, Coach, because that's a fight we need to see, man. That shit gonna be dynamic. You hear me?
Yeah. It ain't gonna happen at 147. It'll probably happen at another weight. But shout out to CJ 504. It'll probably happen at another weight. It don't happen at 147. I think they're gonna fight. I think it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It just ain't gonna happen right now, but I think it's gonna happen. What you say? Dub say he said Bill just erased Norman off the list today. Yeah. He ain't on that list. I don't give a fuck nobody. Say he know. But I talked to Bill. Bill, take that nigga B. Norman off the list, dog. Bill, I hear what you saying, fam. Take that nigga B. Norman off the list. Well, I don't be honest with you, Bill. I don't think you really had him on the list anyway. I think you were pump faking. You know, I fuck with you, but yeah. But if you do, take that nigga off the list right now. You probably already don't took him off, but if I was you, that's what I do. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, Coach, what's happening, man? It's Casino Life Fred, man.
Man, Casino, talk to me, fam. ATL, stand up.
Hey, man, I just called to say, man, we got one, man. We got one. You know what I'm saying? We got one. We got like the last caller said, shout out to him. He was like, this is an old school fighter right here. You know what I'm saying? And now we got niggas like Brian Norman, Abdullah Mason. I think I called probably like right after that Times Square fight, and I was like, man, throw the whole generation away. Did I tell y'all that?
No, you know what? You're talking about that Mayweather, the ones who was influenced by Floyd Mayweather. That those are looked upon as the divas of boxing. Those younger fighters like the Brian Normans, the Abdullah Masons, the Bam Rodriguez's, those younger guys, they don't act like divas. They don't act like Edgar Berlanga, or whatever. They they not flashy. They just look, man, we just finna get to work. We just finna get to work. That's what he at. They're not into that. Those guys right there, they're not really into that. Jaron Boots Ennis, he's not really into that neither. He's not into the flash and all of that stuff there. He don't talk much,
Speaking of him, he looking bad. I mean, I'm not saying he ducking, but he looking bad. The optics, he looking bad, bro. He looking real bad, and then he can't talk. So it's like, you feel me? You see Brian Norman can talk. You feel me? Like, I mean, yeah, he got his dad right there, but he backing it up. I ain't got no problem with you hyping your son up when your son is that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, listen. The reason I be so hard on these fighters and shit, like, people probably thinking I'm hating and shit, but bro, I'm from DeKalb County too. These is the niggas who was in the gym with me. You see what I'm saying? I'm seeing these niggas. I'm seeing what's going on. And then I'm watching what y'all like on TV. And I'm like, boy, I swear to God, this shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just so happy that we finally got a real one in there. And bro, at this point, bro, that's my favorite fighter now. I mean, because he done proved himself. He was looking shaky when you know what I'm saying? He was looking shaky at first. In the beginning, when he first got signed. But before that, I've been watching Brian Norman since he was like 17. You see what I'm saying? Like I didn't seen a highlight or seen him fight like since he was 17, bro. Like he been that where I'm at. Like he been the best fighter around here. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to see that he like made it to that world stage, bro. And like I was in the comment, I mean in your chat going crazy because I'm like, bro, how do we even attempt to talk about Devin when we got this man sitting in front of us? Like Devin, come on, bro. We know Devin don't want that. Like, why we even playing? I was watching Brian Norman Sr. They was trying to get him to talk about Devin. He like, man, I ain't talking about that shit because it ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
Come on, bro. It's night and day.
Yeah, it ain't nothing to talk
about. It's a whole nother league, bro.
Ain't that, yeah,
like,
that fight ain't happening. Yeah, that fight ain't happening.
Y'all was saying I was a hater, bro. I was trying to tell y'all favorite fighters was never no A fighters. There was never no A fighter. That nigga Devin is not no A fighter. I mean, yeah, people can say he fought people, but he ain't fought nobody his size. Now it's time to fight people his size. Look at his list, coach. His list still got 135 and 140 pounders on the coach. Yeah. Like, bro, how y'all, like, we can't make this shit up. It's been smoke and mirrors. I'm so calm now because it's like, I'm at peace now. I got somebody to watch. I got somebody to watch. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody to watch.
Hey, he got a fan-friendly style. Hey, you know what get me?
All, bro.
And he's so humble and calm. Like, I'm like, yeah, man, you know, he just like me, I be talking shit. No, them y'all niggas said I wouldn't know. See, this is the problem I have, right? This brother in the chat, the brother say, oh, he ain't fighting nobody. But y'all said Brian Norman Jr. was nobody. So if Brian Norman Jr. was a nobody, and he's fighting dudes that you say is nobodies, then you can't get he knocked out a nobody. But y'all said Brian Norman Jr. was a nobody. So when the nobody knocked out somebody else that's a nobody, now it's so bro, like you got to make your mind up. That's all I'm saying, fam. Man, because I don't see your favorite fighter fighting them same nobodies, and he ain't knocking them out.
That's because they're not even A fighters, bro. It's just we didn't have no other options. That's why I'm at peace. We didn't have no other options. That's why I used to be like, bro, why are we even talking about these? I stopped watching, bro. Last time I seen Devin fight was when he fought Ryan, and I know he only had one fight since then, but I ain't watched that shit, and I ain't gonna watch the next one. If it ain't somebody that goddamn dangerous and somebody his size, I ain't watching that shit. I ain't watched Shakur since, I watched Shakur. Last time I watched Shakur was Edwin De Los Santos. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, bro, I don't tolerate that shit. Like, if everybody was a real fighter, bro, I wouldn't even have no shit to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even have no shit to talk. You feel me? Like, I don't be hating on niggas. I'm just telling niggas this shit trash, and niggas be arguing with me. And then now a real one has stepped in. Now everybody looking crazy. Everybody got their eyes wide. You know what I'm saying? Now Devin, he hitting niggas with the same shit that niggas was hitting him with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you don't bring nothing to the table. Nigga, Devin, you didn't bring nothing to the table. Nigga, you still don't bring nothing to the table except for goddamn a hard time. Like, ain't nobody got time to chase you. We got real fighters now. Abdullah Mason, I can't wait till he get a little older and start really got them doing his thing.
Yeah, even
Keyshawn Davis.
He's supposed to fight for a title next. Abdullah Mason.
Okay, yeah.
You know that vacant WBO belt casino. The WBO mandated. They mandated the guy. I think his name's Sam Noakes from the UK. He's supposed to be a knockout artist over there, and they mandated he's the number 1 guy in the WBO, and Abdullah's the number 2 guy. So instead of elevating somebody to the belt, who dropped that belt at 135? I think somebody dropped that belt at 135. I forgot who it was. Instead of Keyshawn lost the belt on the scale. Instead of elevating somebody, they're making the number 1 and the number 2 guy fight for the belt, which I think is better. It's better.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I'm gonna end with this. Yeah, man, like, bro, it's a whole new day, bro. Like, it's out with the old, in with the new, bro. Like, these folks, they done had their time, bro. They ain't impressed us yet. That's why we so impressed now. You see what I'm saying? Everybody tripping because they ain't seen no shit like this, and it's a damn shame we ain't seen no shit like this because this type of shit is going on in everybody's hood gym. It's just they don't get an opportunity. These folks got money and connections and get people. Boxing is unlike any other sport in the world, bro. Like, you can't get no college scholarship D1 for boxing. You see what I'm saying? You got to get it out the mud, bro. And I sat there and watched Brian fight at nightclubs. I done seen that man. I done seen Tank come down here looking for some work, and he gave him that work. That's why Tank posted it and showing him respect because he can't do nothing but respect. He knew that was a real fighter, like. But it's a whole new day, bro. Boxing finna be up. I can actually have some serious boxing talk now, bro. Because I just be playing. Because these niggas, There ain't nothing to talk about. What the fuck are we talking about? I'm a clown these niggas. Like, let's just talk shit because this ain't nothing. But now we got something, man. I'm just happy, bro. We got somebody from the town, man. But that's my call.
Yeah, you should. Hey, shout out to Casino. Yeah, you should. And listen, you got a fighter from your city, and you proud of your fighter. You supposed to. How a nigga gonna tell you not to be proud of your fighter? He from your city, but you don't tell Philly niggas they shouldn't be proud of Boots Ennis. You don't tell Baltimore niggas that they shouldn't be proud of Tank. So it's okay for a Baltimore nigga to brag on Tank, be proud of Tank. It's okay for a Philly nigga to brag on Boots, but somebody from the ATL brag on Brian Norman. Oh, that nigga ain't fought nobody. He ain't doing nothing. But the other two niggas you bragging on ain't fought nobody. They ain't doing nothing. Oh, it don't fit the narrative now, huh? That different. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? This is Coach Eddie from ATL. What's happening, Coach?
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
What's going on? Hey, I want to say, like, I'm going to piggyback out what Casino said. You know, been a long time in Atlanta, man. You know, we had the Evander Holyfield. We had Vernon Forrest, which I had to share the ring with Vernon Forrest down there. Got some work with Vernon Forrest. Tremendous fighter, man. Dynamite fighter. He sparred several times. Got some work. Didn't get any work with my main man, O'Neal Bell. A lot of people don't know what O'Neal Bell was from Atlanta, Georgia. You look him up. You can box record. He was an undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world. I did 3 camps with him. Got some work with him. Now we got Brian Norman. This is our fourth world champion out of here in Atlanta, Georgia. That's what they shout out to him. I knew that fight wasn't gonna last long when I seen how he came out the first round. I said, this kid gonna be another Dooku Kim. And I was being dead serious. I thought this dude was gonna get killed because he was taking shots, man. Like he thought he was like a Terminator or something. The dude was dropping his hands, beating his chest, and yelling and stuff. I said, man, you finna get killed, man. That's what I'm sitting there saying. You know what I'm saying? And a few rounds later, that dude almost got killed. You know, trying to be a tough man. You know, thinking it wasn't real, and he got hit with that goddamn. Oh, you get, and that was it, man. Sleep. You know, he got hit with that tiger uppercut. It was over with, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. What I'm not gonna do though, I'm not gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be Team Norman, but I'm not gonna be like, you know, screw Boots. I like both guys. It's been a lot of fights that we didn't get. We didn't get Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. We didn't get Jaron McCullough, the G-Man, and Roy Jones. Doesn't mean that I can like one guy and I gotta hate the other. No, I'm gonna appreciate both guys' career. And later on down the line, if they do get a chance to fight, you know, Brian Norman can move up and say you're chasing greatness, trying to be great, move up to another weight class. Hey, let's get it on later on down the road. Because that seemed to be the trend anyway. Everybody moving up at some point in time. Like you see Terrence Crawford moving up, you know, with basically 3 weight divisions. The challenge of Canelo. So if both guys keep winning, you know what I'm saying? Of course, if they do match up, you know, of course I'm gonna be Team Norman, but I'm gonna enjoy both guys. I'm not gonna, you know, try to downplay Boots, you know, just because I like Norman, but I ain't gonna do Norman the same way. I'm glad he's the champion. He looked great. He put on for the city. He was an ambassador, man. He went over there. He showed great respect. He did his thing, man, and it made me proud. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember this kid. He was an amateur. I watched the kid. He was 13, 14 years old coming up before he even turned professional. I seen guys go to the weigh-in and see they had to fight him, and come fight time, them dudes gone. They would disappear because he was at the tournament. They didn't want to fight this kid. This dude is a monster, man. He's a violent fighter. Violent fighter.
You know, he kind of remind me a little bit. I'm talking about now. Prior to the Centillion fight, you know, he didn't look the way he looked now. I don't know what, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if he ate some ginsu beans. He went to the mountains, the Himalayas in India and in China, and was praying with the Buddhists. I don't know what happened, but from that fight forward, his whole demeanor is different. He looks very patient. He looks very calm. He looks laser focused, and he's strong. He's strong. And he likes to fight mid-range, and he fights nasty. He kind of, I said, you know what? It's a style that I can kind of see, that I can see in him. If he continue to go down this trajectory, I want to say Andre Ward.
Right.
Not necessarily everything, not necessarily all the tools that Andre Ward had, but I'm just saying, like, Andre Ward was a light-skinned nigga from Oakland, but when he fought, he like Andre Ward, he fought with He was so smart, so intelligent, and he was a nasty body puncher. And when Andre Ward threw his shots, he landed. He knew how to sap the energy from you. He knew how to systematically break you down in a fight and get the stoppage if need be. Yeah, like it kind of, you know, and a lot of people slept on Ward. I'm like, man, when Ward retired, and I had to go back and look at some of his fights. When the Super 6 tournament is when I really, I like, man, this motherfucker good. And I'm like, again, he's only 24 years old. So he's only 24 years old, but he has top rank slept on Brian Norman. You know, they don't talk about him the way they talk about Abdullah Mason or Keyshawn Davis or when they had Shakur. They don't say nothing about Brian Norman. Yeah, you can go to Japan and fight in Japan. They don't care nothing about him. But I'm gonna tell you something. That's the biggest mistake they can make. The best fighter, the best young fighter that they probably have over there, he's one of them. And they really need to focus on this dude. I'm telling you, they really need to focus on him, in my opinion.
Hey, I'm gonna wrap it up like this. And real quick, Coach, what it was learning on the job. You know, he turned professional young, very young, man. So he's been learning on the job. That's why he keeps getting better and better to do this young. Yeah. He used to fight on Showbox.
Yeah, I remember.
You go back and watch some of the Showbox fight. He used to get hit a lot. I remember he fought on Showbox. He was still undefeated, but he came in the gym and I pulled him to the side. I said, "Come on, let me talk to you, man." I said, "You need to get the job done a lot cleaner than that. You won, but it wasn't clean. You're getting hit too much." I told him that to his face, man. And he shook his head and said, "Yeah, you right, Coach. You right. You know what I'm saying? I do need to get the job cleaner." So the kid ain't going to do them to get better and better. Hey, but shout out to him, man. I'm proud of the kid, man. And I think he can be a long reigning champion at 147 because he's not a weight bully. He can stay there. He's not cutting 25 pounds to be there. The kid may be only cutting 10, 12 pounds. That's it. He stays in the gym. This dude is a gym rat. People don't understand it. This kid stay in shape, man. And I'm telling you, Coach, he's going to be a long reigning champion at 47, man. A reigning champion, not a guy that's get a belt. Not a belt holder. We talking about a reigning champion at 147. And he the man to beat. Hey, but that's my call, Coach.
Salute, fam. Dog man said Canelo and Crawford press conference was good. I don't know why Showbiz hate Bud so much. Well, Showbiz panders to the Mexican fan base. That's why they hold on. That's why they call Showbiz a coon and he's the token nigga from the zone. I'm not saying that, but that's what people saying. He's a coon. They call him the token nigga from the zone. You know, he panders to the Mexican fan base and he's a Terrence Crawford hater. Now he try to act like he not, but you look at it in a lot of the content that he makes, like he's been doing it for years. That's just who he is, right? I don't know if you don't like the nigga because he's dark skinned, but a lot of those black content creators, they hated Terrence Crawford because he was a diehard Errol Spence fan, this and that, and that's just what it is. So he the token nigga that they picked out. You know what I mean? And he, you know, he doing his best Bojangles impersonation and stuff like that. But he, you know, that's just how he is. You know what I mean? And Showbiz has a right to do that. He's going to make it seem like he's objective, but he's not. He's not at all. We know we know what it. Everybody know what it is. You know what I mean? I respect the man. Just come out and just admit it. That's what it is. And that's fine. He has a right to do that. I mean, I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. Shout out to Big Boss. He say is in a hypothetical. In a hypothetical, coach, you think Mama Holt would ever put Skull Jr. in there with no. I ain't no. The answer to that is no. Shout out to Dub dropping that $2 super chat. He said Deb said he's staying at 144 now. No way at 147. Okay, he's gonna be fighting catch weights. So he's not fighting. He's not fighting Brian Norman. Shout out to John. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say stall him out, coach. My stomach hurting from laughing so hard. Hey, man, you know, I'm just calling the way I see it, fam. Shout out to Chris. Dropping that half a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say Norman took 1.8 to fight in Japan, but 1.7 wasn't enough to fight in Philly. Stanionis took the deal. Norman turned down. Now, actually, Norman made Stanionis made $2 million from what I heard. So he got paid more. Stanionis took the deal that Norman turned down, but people are acting like he made $2 million to fight Boots. It's been so much cap. How do you know he didn't make $2 million to fight Boots? Because to be fair, there are no receipts that was put out there. You have no proof or evidence to say that he took $1.7 million. And no receipts to show that he didn't take $2 million. I heard he got paid $2 million from people who's close to the situation. That's what I heard. But do I have any proof? No, I don't. None of us have proof. So basically, it's a matter of you choosing to believe who you want to believe. I think you're a Boots fan, so you probably choosing to believe what Eddie Hearn is saying. Because Boots your boy, more than likely. But Eddie Hearn is a liar himself. All these motherfuckers be lying. So when you got a whole bunch of people lying, you don't know what to believe, to be fair. He says all public info, family. It's public info. It's public info that Sandy owners got paid $2 million. Literally. That was put out there. Is there paperwork? No, we haven't seen any paperwork. When you say public info, brother, guess what? You can't show me no paperwork. You can't show me no contract that say Stanley owners got paid $2 million to fight Boots. The only information we know is what different reporters are saying and what Eddie Hearn is saying. That's the public info we have. We don't have nothing tangible. We have words. You get what I'm saying? So we really don't know. I'm hearing he got paid $2 million. You say he got paid 1.7. The question I have is, how do I know that's true and how do you know that's true? It comes a matter now, we got to choose. We choosing to believe what we want to believe. You get what I'm saying? So that's where it's at. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Mitchell from Chicago.
Mitchell from the side, talk to me.
Yeah. Hey, I know Brian Norman Sr. got a lot of his haters mad, after that victory. Him getting in the ring, bowing down, talking, having the A-Town hat on. But I want to ask you this, Coach. You remember the Charlo and what's the guy from Detroit name?
Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison.
Yeah. I know a lot of people have their opinions about Haney or whatnot, but do you think that Haney and Norman can go like that both ways, a win for both fighters?
No. Haney's not fighting Norman. I'm gonna be as honest with you as I possibly can. I can damn near guarantee you the one fight you're not going to see now or anytime soon is Devin Haney fighting Brian Norman. Now, I know Bill will come on and say, well, Dale was the youngest to do it. He was undisputed. Floyd didn't do it. Roy didn't do it. Dale got the best jab in boxing. He's got the best feet, the best ring IQ. He beat Donkey Kong. He beat Mario Brothers. He beat Luigi. He beat doggone Dragon Ball Z. All the characters. All that sound good. What we're not going to see is Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. at a press conference announcing a fight. I can promise you that. So the only thing we're going to be focusing on is, coach, do you think if they were to fight each other and it be 50-50 this and they put the money together, do you think that it'll turn out like this and turn out like that? I ain't got time to entertain the hypothetical stuff. Devin Haney needs to stay far away from punchers. He needs to stay far away from punchers, period. We saw how he fought Jose Ramirez. And Bill Haney came on here and said that I'm the one gave him the game plan to do that. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to stop Jose Ramirez. He's not a hell of a fighter anymore in this day and time. And if Devin Haney has all of those tools that you say he has, he was supposed to display that against Jose Ramirez and stopped him. He was supposed to stop Regis Prograis, and he's not doing it. So Bill is saying, and he said it online, publicly, he said that no, he followed the game plan. I'm the one came up with that. So that let me know that the trainer, Bill Haney, is coaching his fighter, which is his son, Devin Haney, scared. He's coaching him scared. Just do enough to win. Don't get hit by this. Don't get hit by that. So when your trainer is scared, it makes the fighter scared. Because you can see how they fighting. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Devin Haney is scary. I'm not saying that. And I'm not trying to say Bill Haney is scary. But I'm just going on based on the information what Bill Haney said. You're trying to tell me you got a guy that's hurt and you got a chance to stop him. And you telling me this nigga is Black Freezer. He know the Kamehameha. He eating the Ginsu beans. He calling the goddamn dragon back, to bring back wishes. He Lord Beerus. He Wiz. He all these guys combined together. But yet he fighting like I'm just going to keep him on the outside and show him the Twinkle toes, show him the sweet footwork on the outside. And we ain't got to go for the kill. That don't make no sense. So
I'm gonna leave you with this last one. So not to rain on Norman Parade. I know it's about him. Shout out to him. But what do you think should be his next fight to keep the momentum going? Brian Norman Jr. and the next fight for him. And that's all I got for you.
Absolute, fam. Yeah, what's the next fight? Again, I don't know, bro, because this boxing is so political. I'm telling y'all, Y'all have, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad, dog. I'm telling y'all. A lot of fights that don't get made that y'all want to see get done. It's the people in the background that's making the matches, the matchmaking and stuff. They like, nah, we ain't doing that fight. We're not doing that fight. What you hear online, what people coming online doing interviews, saying this and saying that, what they saying and what it really is two different things. I'm telling you. What they're saying and what it is two different things. See, online, we get caught up in, man, you heard what Boots said? You heard what Brian Newman said? Man, you heard what Bill Haney said? Man, you heard what Devin Haney said? And we sitting there arguing and debating. You heard what Tank said? We sitting there arguing and debating online about what he said, what that was said, what this was said, what this was said, yada, 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 yada. Fact of the matter is, them niggas don't make their own fights. That's the reality. Fact of the matter is, these dudes be talking in the background. You think that Boots and the Normans are beefing with each other, or the Haneys are beefing with the Normans, or beefing with Boots, or beefing with T.O.? No, they put a show on social media. I've been telling y'all this. It's all smoke and mirrors. You're getting invested in your favorite fighter emotionally. These niggas ain't that what you say they is. I know you want them to be Sugar Ray. I know you don't want to believe me because I'm not the fanboy. I'm not the male group of YouTube channel who gonna cater to a certain fan base. No, I'm gonna tell you the real. I talk to people. I'm in the background. I be in different gyms, different cities. I'm telling you, no, this is what's going on. I know you don't want to believe it because it doesn't fit the narrative that's in your head. You want to believe that your fighter is this great motherfucker. He's a regular nigga. That's fighting well, well-placed, hand-picked fights that fit his style. That's what they're doing. And they running around social media talking like they Bam Bam Bigelow, Gigolo Tony, Goldie and the Mac. They're not that. Just because you got a bunch of few YouTube channels who shit on one fighter and big up another fighter, that's that YouTube channel fanning out for his favorite fighter and defecating on the fighter that he don't like. That doesn't make it true. All these niggas doing the same thing. All of them. Tank, Devin Haney, Boots Ennis, Brian Norman going through the ranks right now, trying to build his profile up. Abdullah Mason, prospect, trying to build his profile up. All these, I'm saying the superstar fighters who y'all love so much, all of them are doing the same thing. But you don't hear me though. True. You don't hear me though. True. You don't hear me though. You don't hear me though. I know that ain't what you want to hear, but that is reality. I know that ain't what you want to hear. I know. Shout out to the Axiom.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to TR. He said, what did he say? TR and PBC have been working together. Can we see a main event or a pay-per-view co-main event? Roller WBA versus Norman WBO. Could this be possible? No, I'm gonna tell you why. Well, Top Rank and PBC have been working together for some years now, but when it comes to the big main fighters, no. If they make this a pay-per-view fight, it's because they don't want to pay Brian Norman Jr. a lot of money, and they don't want to pay Rolando Romero a lot of money. So once you put a fight behind the paywall pay-per-view, it destroys the fighters' purses. Because they got to make money off the strength of the sales of the pay-per-view. If you put Brian Norman Jr. and Rolando Romero on pay-per-view and a pay-per-view event, it's gonna flop. It's gonna do like 50,000 pay-per-view buys. Ain't nobody buying that shit. But that's not because it's just Brian Norman or Rolando Romero. It just ain't nobody buying pay-per-views. Ain't nobody gonna buy Tank and Lamont Rhodes. Dan Rayfield gonna come out and say it did 100 and some thousand or 200,000, which you know that's he always gonna say that. And you just take his word for it because he been in the game a long time. But guess what? He ain't gonna show you no receipts. True. True. None of these fights should be on pay-per-view. Pay-per-view back in the day, pay-per-view was reserved for only the big matches, the special fighters. That pay-per-view model is dead and gone. That's over with. That's over with. You got to be a big name top dude to be on pay-per-view, and you got to fight another big name top guy. You can't be a big name fighting a pork chop bone, which they used to do that back in the day. They had Mike Tyson fight a Peter McNeely. I'll put that on pay-per-view. But that's just the reality of the situation. That's just the reality of the situation. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Shout out to Brother Styles. He say, Coach, do I need to make a Twitter or IG to fully understand the male groupies and the smoke and mirrors you talk about? No, you can see it right here on YouTube, Brother Styles. Just go to one of these fanboy, just go to one of these male groupie YouTube channels. Some of them are big channels, some of them are not. No, just go there and look in the chats and see what they're talking about. See how they talk. See how they talk. These guys are male groupies. These guys are male groupies, period. They fanned out. They don't even be around their fighters. They know nothing about these fighters outside of what they see on YouTube. They know nothing what's going on. Nothing. That's when I realized, I said, you know what? These niggas want to argue, right? But I don't argue with niggas about shit they don't know nothing about.
You want to argue. I can't argue with you. You mad. Look at you. You mad. I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
You get what I'm saying? What I look like? A grown-ass man arguing with another grown man about another grown man that they don't even know or don't even know. I got more of a better relationship with the nigga you arguing about than you do. And I ain't arguing about the motherfuckers. There's no need. These fighters is rich. And if you know like I know, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, the Canelos, the Bud Crawfords, the Shakurs, the Keishans, they don't like you male groupies. They don't. If you pulling their dick saying something nice about them, it'll make them feel good. They may get a rise or two, but they don't like it. That shit's so uncomfortable. Do you really think grown men like another grown man coming up on them, slobbing on his knob? Yeah, nigga, Tank, I told niggas about you, Tank. I told him you the real one, Tank. Tank, I told him you a real one. Tank may sit there and put his head down and blush a little bit and smile, but he's gonna feel uncomfortable. He don't want all that. Like, damn, this nigga's in love with me. Yeah, Tank, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, Tank? I had to let them niggas know, and I pulled up, and I had to do this and do that. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, these niggas don't like y'all like that. I'm telling you they don't. Coach lying. He lying. He lying. He do like me. My nigga, they don't even know what you look like, fam. Tank don't even go on you niggas' YouTube channels. Errol Spence don't even go on you niggas' YouTube channels. Devin Haney don't even go on you niggas' YouTube channels. Y'all got dedicated Tank, Errol Spence, Crawford, Canelo YouTube channels, and they don't even come on your channels. They don't even come on your channel and say, yeah, dog, you know what, dog? Check it out, dog. I fuss with you, dog, my nigga. I like you putting in some good work. You putting in work right now for the old boy. Making the nigga feel good. I love that there. They don't even do that. And most of them fighters, they only do interviews with the big channels, the corporate approved media outlets, the ESPNs, the DAZNs. Showbiz now because he was handpicked by DAZN. He was handpicked by DAZN, so that's their nigga now. But outside of that, them niggas don't even come to y'all channel, dog. Period. They don't respect you. You niggas just gonna keep pulling dick, get a dopamine spike in your mind, and that's it. That's all. This shit really ain't that serious. This shit ain't that serious. I just came back from Vegas. I spent $2,000 on this trip. Week before that, I spent $1,700 on the Norfolk, Virginia trip. I was at Top Rank Gym. See, you get a lot of information when you go to different cities and you go to the boxing gyms. In this phone right here, I have managers, I have promoters, I have matchmakers, I have big mainstream reporters who really close to boxing, who been doing this for a long time. These niggas online who arguing and calling, threatening niggas about their favorite fighter, they don't have access to that information. They don't have access to that information. And your favorite YouTube channel lying to you. He lying to you. Your favorite YouTube channel. A lot of the media is bought and paid for in some way, form, or fashion. Whether it's bought and paid for from a monetary standpoint, whether it's bought and paid for from if I can get you on my show, I get a lot of views for the show, because your favorite YouTube channels, they're chasing clicks and views. They're chasing views. Oh, I got to get this on. I got to get this guy on. I got to get that guy on. Let me see, can I get the other guy on? Like me, I don't ask for interviews. I don't. It ain't but a couple of people I ask for an interview. A couple. Literally, like I can count on one hand how many fighters I asked for an interview. And that was after I built a relationship with them. One fighter I got an interview with, I didn't even really ask him for it, but it was one of my best interviews. And that was, what's my main man that Shakur Stevenson beat? Oscar Valdez. I interviewed him in Vegas. One of my best interviews. Oscar Valdez. Same day I met Abdullah Mason and I interviewed him in Vegas. I think I interviewed Abdullah 4 times. 2 times face-to-face, 2 times online. I got a good relationship with his father. See, the key to this game is this. Let me give y'all some game. It's about building relationships. If you build the relationship and the relationship is established on mutual love and respect, then you can do something. I'm saying from a fighter standpoint. Now I can get in contact with Timothy Bradley. I asked him for an interview, no time. Steve Kim or Rick Glazier or what's my name, Stitch Duran and stuff like that. I can get in contact with them and whenever their schedule permits. But I'm talking about fighters. I don't fuck with these fighters like that because some of these niggas act like divas. Some of these niggas act like divas. And I'm too old to be on a nigga dick. And where I come from, the city of Tampa, I can't come back to my city. And I be in the streets. When I come home, I be in the city. I be in West Tampa. I be in Ponce de Leon. I be in Temple Terrace. I be Cross Fletcher. I be like people see me. I be where everybody be at. I can't come back to my city. Them niggas will check me. They be like, man, you sitting there, man. God damn, dog, you making us look bad. I can't come back to my city, man. I can't face my people in my city like that, knowing I did that. You ain't gonna see me. You ain't gonna, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna see me. Oh, you go, boy. You go, boy. You go, boy. You ain't gonna see me doing that old Jeffin' ass shit like that. Nah, if we ain't got no relationship, it is what it is. Fuck it. True. I'm just telling you, bro. I'm telling you what God love. These niggas don't like y'all. They don't. I'm telling you, they don't. That's all. Anyways. Yeah, so hold on. See, if you got on that plane like I did, and be spending them 2,000 here and 1,500 there and 1,700 there and Carla, hold on. And it got a Rolodex full of motherfuckers in the business of boxing from everywhere and stuff like that, and the gyms and stuff, you would know. That's why I tell you, Canelo fans, I don't care how fanned out you are with Canelo. Canelo don't give a fuck about you broke ass Mexicans. Canelo got and I know this is gonna hurt your feelings, but I'm giving it to you as raw as I can. Canelo got a net worth of 250 million and plus. He's in the upper echelon in society on the planet. He can't identify with one at the food truck. I know you got some kind of pride, nothing wrong with that. Nationalistic pride. But no matter how much you be online, I get Showbiz. Showbiz making money doing it. He making money. He making 6 figures doing what he's doing. So I get his angle. The I Hate Certain Fighters YouTube channels, I get their angle because they making money doing it. They get super chats and they get direct deposits from YouTube. The money YouTube pays out once a month in America between the 21st and the 26th. So the YouTube channel is the business for them. This is what my audience wants. I have to pander to them, cater to them, and keep making this type of content so I can continue to get this $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month. So I ain't mad at them because that's their job. But they got you duped. Because you really believe that shit. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Jerry.
Jerry from B-More. Talk to me.
What's up, buddy? Calling from Baltimore. Hello?
Yes, sir, I got you. Go ahead.
I want to get my take on Brian Norman. Hard not to be impressed with Brian Norman in his last 3 fights. With the KOs, looking real good. But at the same time, I'm not impressed with his last 3 opponents. That's no shade on him, man. It's just those guys. The guy who won the title from that was an easy fight. That guy showed up, tried to survive a couple rounds, and then he basically backed up the pacer and went home. The last guy, same thing, really. And this guy, Sasaki, man, I mean, listen, you know, if we're going to hype up guys for beating guys like that, then everybody's great.
Yeah, pretty much everybody is great. Boots is great. He doing the same shit. Tank is great. Tank doing the same shit. You know, all of them. That's my whole point, Jerry. I'm with you on that. All of them doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would say Tank has a much better resume. There might be some smaller guys that moved up, but he's got like former champions and he's got some quality wins. Even though he probably should have more. A fighter of his status. I'm not hating on Brian because he's young. And yeah, he was offered a payday 12, 13 times higher than anything he ever gotten, and he turned it down. But he's young, and they've taken a different route, and it's been done before. And it's okay. I don't think he's afraid of Boots Ennis, but he had just won that title. And to ask him to fight Boots Ennis in his first defense, that's you could see why, even though the money might have suggested, okay, this is what you made before, and this is what you're going to get here. But still, they're taking a route that's been taken where they kind of gambled on themselves. You want to get them 4 or 5, maybe 6 title defenses, get known, get some hype like he's getting off of this KO, because it was a beautiful KO, regardless of Sasaki's position. And it's all well and good. But I caution, just like I did with Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin had 18 straight title defenses, all by stoppage. So Boots has got 3 now. Imagine Golovkin had 18.
Yeah, and Gennady Golovkin wouldn't fight nobody. He fought Daniel Jacobs. He fought Daniel Jacobs. He did fight Canelo, but outside of Daniel Jacobs and Canelo, he ain't fight nobody.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah. I cautioned people then. I said, look, man, yeah, this guy's a beast of a fighter, but look, he's heavily favored to win these fights. And give him credit for doing it, because anyone can have a bad night or get caught. So give him that credit, but you can't go over crediting him. By the time he got to the 3 top middleweights that he fought, Canelo, Danny Jacobs, and I'm going to throw Derinchenko in there too. Even though Derinchenko never held the title there, I thought he beat Golovkin in their fight.
Yeah, me too.
So the 3 top guys he fought, the dominance went away. 18 straight crushing stoppages, but the 3 top guys, all those fights went the distance, and you could flip a coin, right, on who may have won them. So people talk about styles make fights, you're only good as your last fight, all these boxing axioms. The one I believe in the most is there's levels to boxing. That's the one I buy into. There's levels.
So if none of the fighters are fighting anybody and all of them doing the same shit, then who do you so basically what you're saying, none of these fighters are really that good. We don't know what any of them got. Basically that's what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying we don't know how good you are until you fight the next level guys, right?
That's all of
the
them.
guys that try to survive and well, that's all of them until they do.
Yeah.
Like eventually Golovkin did fight the next couple guys, and then we got a chance to see in real time that while he was a monster of a fighter against the top level guys, like I said, you're talking 4 fights that you could flip a coin. I thought he lost the Derinchenko fight, the Jacobs fight. If he won it by 1 point. And both the first 2 Canelo fights, you could flip a coin as to who won either one of those fights. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it was competitive, but the dominance was gone. And you see this happen. That's the thing, man. There's levels to boxing. So, Brian Norman, it's all good so far, but let's see what happens when he does step up to the next level. And then lastly, I want to say, let me just say this lastly. I'm hoping that Boots Ennis fights Virgil Ortiz, because to me, that's the best matchup in boxing, and his move to 154 makes it that much more likely, and that's the fight I want to see.
All right, salute. Shout out to Jerry. Yeah, so if Boots don't fight the champion, if Boots don't fight one of them champions at 154 or fight Virgil Ortiz, guess what? I'm going to be looking at Boots sideways. Because see, this is what I like to do. If you're going to say, okay, Brian Norman ain't fighting nobody, then goddamn, you better be saying the same thing about Tank. You better be saying the same thing about Boots. You better be saying the same thing about all these other guys y'all hyping up. Because what I don't want to do is, Brian Norman is not the guy that's getting the publicity. He's not the one that's looked upon as the Matrix. He's not the one that's looked upon as the second coming of Floyd Mayweather. Brian Norman is looked upon as an unpopular country boy from Georgia. Now he's knocking these dudes out. Now people want to be like, oh man, he ain't fight nobody. But just yesterday, you were just saying Brian Norman is nobody. So if a nobody is fighting another nobody, and one nobody knocks the other dude out in spectacular fashion, what do you say now? And he's been doing it consistently throughout his past 4 fights or whatever. The other dudes been getting the hype. We've been hearing one nigga the Matrix. We've been hearing one nigga Debo. We've been hearing one nigga Goku. We've been hearing one nigga Black Freezer. We've been hearing one nigga Bam Bam Bigelow. We've been hearing one nigga Hulk Hogan. Y'all been hyping up all these other dudes, but the nigga at the bottom ain't got no publicity. So now he winning. Now it's like, oh, we gotta find a way to discredit him. But you already was discrediting him. You already said he wasn't nobody. That's the hypocrisy in it. So I said, okay, that's the game you want to play? No problem. Okay, but the nigga you talking about ain't nobody neither. He doing the same thing. You have no defense for that. Oh, well, yeah, but see, wait a minute now. Hold on now. You know what I'm talking about? My fighter walk on water. Yeah, he walk on water against tomato cans. He ain't fight nobody. See, it's different when you apply that to your fighter. When you apply that to your fighter that's getting all this publicity, that got all the YouTube channels talking about him and backing him up, oh, it's totally different. The unpopular fighter who ain't got the YouTube channels and the mainstream media talking about him, it's easy to shit on him. But you want to praise your fighter when he doing the exact same thing that you're accusing the fighter that's less than him from a popularity standpoint is doing. Why is that? I just point out the hypocrisy. Don't tell me your fighter, the Ultimate Warrior. Don't tell me your fighter, Rowdy Piper. Don't tell me your fighter, Macho Man Randy Savage. No, that nigga Coco Beware. He Bubba Smith. He the honky tonk man. He hacks out Jim Duggan. He come through with a 2x4. Oh, he does that, but that's about it. He ain't what you say he is. I ain't got no problem with nobody shitting on Jin Sasaki. Jin Sasaki ain't nobody. Brian Norman didn't beat nobody. I ain't got no problem with that. But guess what? Cameron Chugga ain't nobody. He went 24 rounds with Boots. He ain't nobody. Mantis Stanionis ain't nobody. Literally, he ain't nobody. So keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying. Keep that same energy.
True.
Keep that same energy. That's all. Keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying. Keep that same energy. Listen, don't switch up now. Don't switch up now. Keep that same energy. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? You the last call.
Sean from Duval. What it is, Coach?
Duval County, man. Sean, talk to me, brother.
What's going on, man? I'm just tapping in. What the question is? What we talking about?
We just talking about Brian Norman. Did you see Brian Norman fight this yesterday?
You can hear me?
Yeah. Did you see Brian Norman Jr. fight yesterday?
Oh yeah, I got up at 4 a.m. I watched all the fights. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. We talking about just his performance, and Bill Haney say he had a list. He had Brian Norman Jr. name on the list with some other people, and
okay.
I think I told Bill on the interview when I interviewed him. I said that his list was capped. He's not going to fight any of those guys. There's nothing that he's going to tell me. I told him that in the interview. I said, you ain't fighting them dudes, but we know that. He definitely ain't fighting them now.
Yeah,
he definitely ain't fighting them now.
Man, yeah, for sure. Brian Norman Jr., hell of a fight. I mean, everybody got their take on who the guy was. But at the end of the day, he was ranked higher than Brian Norman Jr. before they fought. In that, he was actually ranked higher than Brian Norman Jr. I forget what the sanctioned body was, but he was actually ranked higher.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, he went over there. He did what he was supposed to do. He knocked him out.
Yeah.
Now, as far as Bill Haney, I think that list, like you said, was capped. I do not think he was ever going to fight Brian Norman Jr. And like you said, he definitely ain't after this one.
No.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see Devin Haney fighting somebody that is bigger and stronger than him.
No.
I think in all of his fights that you saw thus far, he never was, besides Loma, which he was still bigger than Loma. You know what I'm saying?
Loma.
Everybody was saying Loma was a better fighter. You know what I mean?
Devin Haney said, he told Loma, he said, you too little. He said, you too little, you too small.
Exactly.
He told him his face was too small.
Exactly. So come on, man. I'm for sure he's not going to fight no Brian Norman Jr. because he's not going to have no advantage over him besides maybe some boxing skill, obviously. But that fight is too dangerous for Devin Haney. And like I said, he's not going to have the attributes, the athleticism, the power. He's not going to really have nothing over him. So he's not getting in the ring with no Brian Norman Jr., man. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
I mean, you know what? And you know what, fam? Like the Haney Maniacs online, the Haney Maniac YouTube channels who make I Love Devin Haney videos every day, all throughout the day, they don't want to hear that. They're telling themselves, and again, I like Devin Haney. I like him. But I'm being honest, fam. Like, this ain't I'm not gonna sit back and say that, man, I like the nigga, so he gonna do A, B, C, and D. I understand the matchmaking very well. When they make these fights, they look at the matchups.
Oh yeah.
Devin Haney doesn't have a technical advantage over Brian Norman. Outside of maybe a 2-inch or inch or 2-inch arm reach, there's nothing that he does. There's nothing that he's going to bring to the table that's going to blow Brian Norman away. They're going to be like, oh, shit, man, this nigga here, boy, what is this nigga doing? I ain't never seen that like that. Like, no, Brian Norman going to step to Devin Haney, and he going to stop him. He going to stop him to the body, and he going to make it a fight. And Devin Haney can't fight with that dude. I'm telling you, bro, Bill ain't fighting that dude. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He ain't fighting that dude.
For sure. You saying you're 100% correct. Bill not putting his son in the ring, and Devin ain't going to volunteer for that fight. Because, man, like I say, it's too dangerous of a fight. I believe he hit harder than Ryan Garcia. And at this point, I believe he has more skill than Ryan Garcia from what I saw. So at the end of the day, that's just a hard fight. And I see him getting stopped, like you said. Did you touch on the Boots situation in Brian Norman, or you left that alone for the day?
I mean, we ought to know the story. You know, but Boots fans say that Brian Norman ducked them because he didn't take the money, and then Brian Norman fans saying Boots ducking because he don't move up to 154. So that's just a bunch of one group saying attacking another group online, and that's all that shit is. Fact of the matter is, them niggas ain't fighting right now. So
That's a fact. What I'm saying, in short, though, what you think about it, though, in short?
I mean, I know a lot of not in the background about the business of boxing, and the people in the background are not going to make that fight right now. Fact of the matter is, that's a dangerous fight for Boots, and that's a dangerous fight for Brian Norman Jr. And when you have a fight like that, they want to make that fight at the right time. They want to make those fights at the right time, and that's just reality of the situation. All this stuff that's going on for the camera in front of on YouTube channels, that's just for posture and to get people talking. But all of these people talk to each other.
Right.
The Normans and the Ennis family, they talk to each other. The Normans promoters and the Ennis promoters, all of them talk to each other. They friends. Ain't no beef, ain't nothing going on. What the YouTube channels are doing, they getting the clicks and the views. They get the fighters on there. The one fighter say one thing, another fighter say one thing, one dad say one thing, another dad say another thing. We make content, everybody get hyped up, go to dance and doing the two-stroke, the butterfly, and after that, they get on the phone. Hey man, you all right? Yeah, I'm all right, man. I like what you said on Mill City. Yeah, I like what you said on Coach Malachi channel. Yeah, man, we ain't gonna fight right now. We just gotta keep it popping. You know what time it is? Yeah, we gonna keep it popping, keep it going. And that's what's going on. I know that for a fact.
I'm saying, so you think, so listen, okay, cool. You might know something that I don't because you in the circle, right?
Yeah.
But from the outside looking in and seeing a genuine person, Brian Norman Sr. has been, well, like I like to say, genuine from the start. When I hear him speak about what he thinking, who he say he don't talk to, him saying he don't call Bozy, call the whole team, nobody responding, this, that. From what I'm getting, it seemed like all of that was genuine. Like what he just told Mill City, he was like, he called Bozy and everything, and you know what I mean? He kept reaching out, nobody was returning the call, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That to me don't sound like, when I'm listening to it, like they cooperating. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is the thing though. Brian Norman Sr. is not the decision maker when they come to his son, who his son fights.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm saying specifically when he's saying that, the offer, what was sent that last, well, them trying to negotiate while he's 4 weeks out from a fight. You know what I'm saying? I think that whole thing was BS. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I'm on record saying Boots, I got Boots beating him, but at the end of the day, I still can see from what they say, how you trying to negotiate and you want me to sign a contract when we 4 weeks out from a fight. You know we're not going to take that. You know we're not going to go for that.
See, that's the bullshit in the lie from Eddie Hearn. So that's what I'm saying. Like exactly. Eddie Hearn lies all the time, like all these dudes do. The promoter. So Eddie Hearn's job is to spin it to make his fighter look good. That's what he's going to do. And if this what it is, Sean. If you like Boots, whatever Boots team say or Eddie Hearn say, you're gonna believe it. And if you don't like the Normans, whatever they say, you're gonna think they lying. And if you like the Normans, whatever they say, you're gonna believe it. And then if you don't like Boots, whatever they say, you're gonna think they lying. So that's what's going on. But the truth of the matter is, neither one of them sides gonna make that fight because Brian Norman Sr. is not the decision maker. He's not. He's not the decision. He's not the decision maker. So right now they just optics. No, I agree. Brian Norman Sr. probably reached out to him and said this and said that. He's probably being very transparent about that. But when you make those fights happen, you don't make them happen on YouTube. See, I know that for a fact. Fights don't get made on YouTube, coming on my show or whatever. Fights get made behind the scenes when nobody else is talking and when nobody else is talking to the public, and they get that done. That's how fights are made. Once they start coming on the public, yeah, T.O., you a bitch, and yeah, Devin, you ain't gonna fight me, and yeah, I sent you a contract, and no, my dad said this, and no, my baby mama said that. Once you start seeing stuff going out in the open and they trading insults and going on one YouTube channel, that YouTube channel saying this and that, and on Twitter, they're trying to push that narrative for optics purposes. So that's a telltale sign a fight ain't gonna happen. Once you start seeing dudes doing that out in the public, it just talk. That's all. Just something for entertainment.
Yeah. I got you, man. Well, I appreciate your time, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, that's all. That's a telltale sign right there. What promoter come out in the open? Yeah, we sent him this, and he turned it down. So when you see a promoter going to a YouTube channel or a reporter and say, yeah, we sent him this, he turned it down, and all that stuff there, and then now we get the Normans to talking because Normans ain't said nothing until Eddie Hearn said something. They're doing that for optics. They're doing that for optics. You get what I'm saying? That's all. Shout out to Jab Queen.
okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. So what you say, Queen? You say that is exactly how I'm going to be. Not kissing ass, or lying, honest, and standing on my 10. You say it may take me longer, but I keep my soul. Good shit, coach. Yeah. You know, hey, you know what? This the last call. You know what, Jag Queen? Yeah, absolutely. You know, like me, I'm building this thing brick by brick. You know, to be honest with you, Carla, hold on. I'm kind of slow rolling it. You know, kind of slow. I will be at 40,000 subscribers probably by next month. We'll be at 40,000. I'm looking to close the year out with 50,000 by the end of the year. But yeah, I'm doing it. Just one show at a time, one video at a time, one short at a time. You know, long form content. When I do these shows, then I take some of these shows up, chop them up, make them into shorts, put them out there. That's just how I'm doing it. I'm not the token nigga that was chosen by DAZN or any of these outlets. I'm literally doing it on my own. I fly to these cities. I'm spending my own money. Literally, I'm spending my own money. You get what I'm saying? So that is what it is. And I'd rather have it that way because I'm not going to count for no fighter. Because let me tell you something about these fighters. These fighters will love you until you say something that they don't like. When you say something that they don't like, they're not going to love you anymore. So don't be in love with any of these fighters because at any given time, they'll turn. Or any given time, you may turn. So that's why it's not, you know, it's good to build a relationship, but understand your role in the relationship. You're not the fighter, you're not on the team, and you're not getting any of the money. Understand that. Shout out to Green Eyes P, dropping on 2 pounds. She said Ellie setback, swallowing, reporting. All right, salute. We got one more call. This is gonna be the last call.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, shout out to Tip Bailey. Shout out to Tip Bailey's in the chat. Salute you, fam. Shout out to Ready to Rumble.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half a dub. He said, I like biz, but biz is for entertainment purposes only. Facts. Showbiz the adult is entertainment purposes only. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't take it no more serious than that. Showbiz is getting his money. He's been chosen, and he's getting his money. That's it. That's all it is. If you keep it there, you'll be all right. Don't make it more than what it is. That's all. He said, keeping it 100, Biz and D-Block take turns sucking that fraud Ginger Duck's cock. Salute to B. Norman, Bill Capping. He don't want no part of the Norman smoke. Yeah, I don't think that fight gonna happen. Shout out to Ready to Rumble.
Hey, okay.
Jumping out $2 super chat. He said Brian Norman likely will lay that track star Devin out cold. Caller, you the last call. Talk to me.
Shout out Coach motherfucking Malachi. This is Reese from East Oakland, baby.
East Oakland, talk to me, fam. Reese, talk to me.
What's going on with you, big bro?
Man, I'm chilling, brother.
So, hell yeah, good to see you made it back safe, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, one of your callers earlier, like at the beginning of the show, he had brought up a point that I ain't never really thought about when he was describing Norman. That motherfucker is a junkyard dog, though. He's like one of them dogs that be at one of them car, you know, like auto bodies that be carrying on shit, got rings, you know, got slapped. And ain't nobody gonna hit that motherfucking fence and try to strip them cars because they know that junkyard in that motherfucker. He is like scrappy.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck about no haircut. He don't give a fuck about no jewels. Like, hey, I just hope that he sticks to the recipe because a lot of these boxers repeat, you know what I mean? They start getting a little money and they start, you know what I mean, changing and expanding their entourages and, you know, hitting the clubs, this and that. I just hope he stay grounded because the formula he's doing, you know, not tripping really off, you know, with nobody else hollering, sticking to him, you know, sticking to the judo. That should have taken a long way, bro. Like a lot of these fighters, I remember on the season when they come up and they all be like that at first. But you know, once they start getting a little dabble with some early niggas, sucking niggas nutsack interviews and you know what I mean, Mama Holyfield was talking about him and all that shit, you know what I mean? They start flip flopping. But you know what I mean, he's doing his thing. And I think, and like you said earlier, ain't no really implications in life for him, especially the way he just put that boy in the body bag. I feel like the best route that he could get to and where he could get his name popping more, that's the Canelo fight. Canelo got the 140-pound belt. Canelo, you know, got no kick right now. Canelo talking about moving up to 47. Ain't really around for him at 40. We ain't gonna unify. You know, we're gonna unify with him. You got that 140 belt. Yeah. You're the super status. Go up and go fight more.
I know y'all fell off negotiations in the past. Maybe we can align us a little more on that because you run the game, so you know what I mean. You can tell us a little elaborate a little better, but how like can we see that from your point of view? What's that mean about that?
Well, hold on. Repeat that part. Can they do what?
How far do you think the negotiations went before they fell apart? And can we see that fight actually happening?
You talking about with Boots and Brian Norman?
No, I ain't talking about Boots. I'm talking about T.O.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, fam. I don't have any intel on that. I only know what Bill is saying. We know what T.O. said. T.O. said that he turned it down. He didn't want to sell his soul, so he admitted that. And T.O. was the one that brought up the $11 million. Was it $11 million? Yeah, T.O. was the one that brought that up on Punch Drunk's channel. Didn't nobody know the number amount until T.O. said it. So people are like, oh man, they talking about T.O. turned down $11 million. T.O. literally said that on Punch Drunk channel. He was like, man, he said something about $11 million and it's not worth me selling my soul. That was for the Haney fight, yeah. That was for the Haney fight. But you talking about Brian Norman?
I'm talking about the Norman.
No, they ain't. No. Ain't nothing serious about that. That man ain't trying to fight no Brian Norman. Bro, let me tell you something. I'm finna tell you. Brian Norman is going to go through the same thing that Terrence Boyd Crawford went through, same thing that Jaron Boots Ennis is going through. He gonna catch hell trying to get fighters in the ring. He gonna catch hell because some fighters, when you are that good, it's a problem getting these big name fighters in there. And when you're a really good fighter and you got another really good fighter, it takes time to put those type of fights together because it's a high stakes fight. And so you got your team. The people who call the shots, they looking at it. The matchmakers are looking at it. Say, man, our fighter got to fight a perfect fight to win. We really don't know. A lot of these companies, they like to put their fighters in winnable situations so they can make money and win and keep their O and stuff like that. And some of the fighters like that too. The matchmakers. That's just what's going on, fam. That's just what's going on. But the reality is this: the only way we're going to know who the best fighters are. All of these top dudes who everybody brag about online are going to have to fight each other. Until they fight each other, we're just going to have a bunch of fans calling this show, calling the Boxing Boys, calling other channels, just arguing and debating about their favorite fighter. That's it. And that's been going on for years. That's been going on for years.
Real quick, before I forget, hey, no, you didn't drop that news that you said you had for us about Joaquin had a problem with the weight cut. Before you cut the
yeah. All right, I'll touch on it. Hey, shout out to Reese, I got you. Salute, fam. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I forgot all about that. All right, no more calls. So, as you guys know, I was at Top Rank Facility 3 days ago. Shout out to Tip Bayless. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said all we hear from Bill is last week was Debo. Then next Friday came. Hey, you know what? If you're gonna be Debo, dog, this all I'm saying. That I ain't gonna lie, Bill funny. That Debo shit was funny. I can't front. But if you're gonna be Debo, I'm gonna show y'all what you got to do.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Let me do this before I forget. There was a manager by the name of Cameron Duncan. Cameron Duncan passed away. Cameron Duncan was a manager. He discovered Terrence Bud Crawford. He discovered Timothy Bradley. He used to manage Timothy Bradley, Terrence Bud Crawford. He manages Jaron Boots Ennis, stuff like that. And I remember he managed Brian Norman. Brian Norman said some real stuff when he came on the show, but people didn't catch it. And Timothy Bradley said it as well. Cameron Duncan, the way he built Boots and the way he built Brian Norman is all. But when he had him, they put him in winnable fights, match him up real good. They want to build their records up. You beating dudes that's you supposed to beat. And if you're a popular fighter, your fans are gonna be like, yeah, nigga, he looked like this, he looked like that. I said, yeah, he looked like Roy when he fighting Homie the Clown. Can he look like Roy when he fight Mike McCallum or Montel Griffin or Antonio Tarver? So Cameron Duncan was good at that. If y'all don't know, Tim came on here and said it. Brian Norman Sr. came over here and said it. We're going to build your resume up. Hype you up. You know what I mean? That's what they do. So now, it's time for these fighters to start fighting each other. And I told you guys, the problem that I have is this. Don't come over here bragging to me about your fighter. If you telling me your fighter is Megatron, I better see his ass fighting Optimus Prime. If you tell me your fighter is the Powerpuff Girls, they better be fighting Mojo Jojo. If you tell me your fighter is Lion-O, he better be fighting Mum-Ra. If you tell me your fighter is He-Man, he better be fighting Skeletor. If you tell me your fighter is the GoBots, they better be fighting the Transformers. If your fighter fighting Papa Smurfette and you telling me he one of the 4 kings, nigga, miss me with that. True. Ain't none of these niggas no kings. Not one of them. They ain't that good, fam. I don't know what part of that y'all ain't catching. These dudes ain't that good like that. To be comparing them to Sugar Ray Leonard, the Marvin Hagler, to Roberto Duran and Tommy Hearns. These dudes ain't even cut like that. Nah, miss me with that. Don't bring that shit over here to me. Don't bring it over here to me, dog. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I'm gonna hurt your feelings, dog. I promise I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I'm like, man, this nigga ain't fighting nobody. And these niggas that if they're good as you said they is, why they ain't doing what Sugar Ray did then? Why they ain't doing what Hagler did? He really got it the hard way. If you're going to compare them to the greats, they better be doing what the greats are doing. If they doing the total opposite of what the greats are doing, guess what? There's nothing great about your fighter. He's just a popular fighter. True. Nigga just popular. He just popular on YouTube, dog. He just popular. He just a popular fighter. Shout out to Jeremy dropping that $2 super chat. He said which ATL was behind Norman Moore. He just got to keep winning. Once he keep winning and establish a name and a brand, remember, Brian Norman is just coming up. He don't have the backing of the push. Top Rank don't believe in Brian Norman like that. They don't push him. They pushing Abdullah Mason now. They're pushing Keyshawn Davis and stuff like that. They're not pushing Brian Norman. Yeah, we don't care now. Yeah, go to Japan. Go to Japan to fight over there. Get your 1.8 million to fight over there. Going over there. They don't care nothing about that. Yeah. They don't care nothing about that. All he got to do, I'm putting on. Sorry about that. All he got to do is keep winning. Remember, Brian Norman is the nobody. Don't nobody give him a shot. He's nobody. So he can parlay that I'm a nobody fighter. Just keep knocking motherfuckers out.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
Making highlight reels. And then guess what? They're going to be like, man, you know what, dog? Well, he going to go through the same shit Crawford went through. You ain't fought nobody. 17 years, you ain't fought nobody. But they'll say Boots fought somebody. Because that's the one we like. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, they're gonna all of them gonna go through the same shit. If you one of the popular fighters, you can fight, like I told you before. Gervonta Tank Davis can fight this pencil right here, this number 2 pencil. And the Tankamaniacs, you saw what Tank did to that number 2 pencil? Gervonta Tank Davis is the only black fighter on the planet Earth, well, from America, that can fight anything. He can fight this wristband right here for my watch. He can fight this candle right here. He can fight this rock right here. And the Tankamaniacs will tell you how great he is based on what he did to that rock. And guess what? They're going to sell out the arena. Literally. Let's give everybody a round of applause. And this ain't, but this is the truth. This is the truth. All fighters are not created equal. Shout out to Ready to Rumble. He say Brian Norman versus Boots is a great fight. I slightly favor B. Norman. All fighters are not created equal. Some fighters can do the exact same thing that they're accusing the fighter that they don't like of, but they're going to give him a whole lot of credit versus the other fighter. You do know that the same shit you saying the fighter that you don't like doing, your fighter that you like doing the same thing. That different. True. Oh, it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Anyways, let's go to Debo. What's my main man say? Skip Bayless. Skip said Debo. If you gonna tell me your fighter Debo, he better be doing this.
I thought you had $200.
Niggas ain't running, tucking their chain. Here go Debo. If they ain't doing that, if they not running, hold on. If they not running, tucking their chain, when they see your favorite fighter, if they not running, tucking their chain, when they see your favorite fighter, if they ain't doing this, don't tell me your favorite fighter Debo. If your favorite fighter ain't got knocking dudes out, because Debo was a knockout artist. If they ain't doing this, fam. If they ain't doing this, dog, when your fighter, what dollar Bill is? Bill, I ain't gonna lie, Bill funny in the bubble. Bill is funny. It's funny. Boy, out there, Bill Haney is so funny. Hey, Bill, ain't no baby, Bill funny, dog. Bill say Debo Haney. Bill is so funny. Bill, so if your fighter, Bill got niggas pissed off too. Bill funny. Bill got niggas pissed. If your fighter ain't doing this, so what Bill is insinuating, this what Dev doing. What Dev ain't knocking no. Bill got niggas hot too. Bill got niggas hot. Bill talking about, so yeah, we got a whole bunch of tools in the toolbox. We got our entire mechanic shop. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You dig?
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Bill just getting everybody cranked up. That's all. Bill said, I know what I'm gonna do. See, I'm gonna take Dale's face and put it on Debo's body and let him know that Debo Haney is coming. You know what I mean? So Bill sit back and watch. He got his arms crossed. Bill laughing like a bug. Yeah, I got these niggas 38 hot, boy. Niggas, they bad in the bub. Man, Devin Haney pillow fishing. He ain't knocking nobody out. How you gonna call him Debo? And so Bill know what he doing.
You sound like a bitch. Man, I ain't worried about jail. Shit, man, I don't give a damn about going to jail. Nigga, take me to jail.
Take me to jail.
Shit, lock me up.
Lock me up.
Throw away the kid.
I want to dedicate this show to the hood on Tender Running Friday.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
It is what it is, fam.
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You got a bunch of Otises. You get what I'm saying? Listen, they got a bunch of Otises, man. They got a bunch of Otises. Y'all hyping them up too much. You dig?
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
Hey, shout out to Schoolo X. Hey, shout out to Schoolo. Hold on, Schoolo, what's going on? What's going on, fam? Shout out, hold on, make sure everybody y'all can hear me. Make sure y'all can hear me. Yeah, shout out to Schoolo, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, look here, man. If you around here talking about your fighter catching bullets with his teeth, and you telling me your fighter is the best thing since sliced bread, you criticizing another fighter saying he ain't fighting nobody while ignoring the fact that your fighter ain't fighting nobody, that's in the commandments. 13 commandments of the boxing God. I got a commandment, I think number four or 6. I think it's either 4 or 6, right? I got a commandment that says, you know, don't criticize another fighter for cherry picking. Don't criticize another fighter for cherry picking while ignoring the fact that your favorite fighter is cherry picking. The same shit you accusing another fighter of doing, the fighter that you backing doing the exact same thing. But when I tell you about it, y'all say it's different because it don't fit the narrative. Because you want me to believe your fighter's Superman when he's not. You did?
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is. Whoever the number one contender deserves to get the belt. Get a shot at the title.
Now, I am the number one contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro-hand.
Hey, there's a nigga in the bro hand right now. You know, I'm tired of seeing the man. Hey, shout out to the Jab Queen. Hey, Jab Queen. I'm tired of seeing the nigga ride around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in the bro ham. You got somebody in the bro ham right now, 38 high.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't said
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Well, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, you know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
For all of you moist niggas who put all this energy into your favorite fighter, you listen, man, y'all gotta check yourself, fam. It ain't that serious. These fighters don't like you like that. I'm telling you, bro. You know what I want? You know what I wish some of you male groupies would do? I wish you would get on a plane, fly to any city that you want to go, fly to Baltimore. You're a Tank fan, get on the plane and fly to Baltimore and go to the boxing gyms and keep that same vigorous energy that you have if you're able to catch Tank or see him somewhere and watch how he look at you. I promise you he'll break your heart. You did?
You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. You need a testosterone injection. Your estrogen is getting the best of you, my brother. You are part of the estrogen-based anti-masculinity movement. Stop worrying about me with no shirt on. You are part of the estrogen-based anti-black masculinity movement. I just came from the beach in St. Croix. I took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors. Is that all right with you, Negropean? I just took a dip with the ancestors in the ocean of St. Croix. Is that all right with you? Stop worrying about me and no shirt. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. Somebody get that brother some testosterone. His estrogen levels are a bit too high.
And for all of the tenderonis out there, we got Tila in the building, Miss Black Panther. We have Jab Queen. We have Green Eyes P. We have a lot of different ladies in the chat, Miss Connie and stuff like that. You know, Mika Love them. You know, all of the women out there. I know you women. Today is Tenderoni Fridays. I know you women really, really want a good, strong man. I got somebody for y'all. For all this is today is Tenderoni Fridays. If you're a Tenderoni, a PYT, or a Honey Dip, or even a vintage Tenderoni, and you're looking for a good man, I got somebody for you.
And by the way, ladies, and I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I had a dream, and spirit confirmed to me in the dream that I'm supposed to have 2 wives. And since it came to me in my dream, it is official and it is authentic. It was approved by the heavens. They will not be the same complexion, because I don't want to be accused of being a light-skinned supremacist or a dark-skinned supremacist.
Just want to throw that out there. You ladies have options. In the chat, you have options. You have options. You get an opportunity to hopefully marry the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Now, I don't know what that means, but, I'm just saying he's a prince. So if you're looking for somebody of stature, of royalty, we got Dr. Umar Johnson. He is the Prince of Pan-Africanism. So that's your opportunity right there to come up. Just want to throw that out there. Let's give a shout out to everybody who supported the channel. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor today. Shout out to Keys. Shout out to Keys. Let's see what else we got. Shout out to the Jab Queen. Shout out to the Jab Queen. Shout out to her as well. Shout out to the Jab Queen. I really appreciate you, sis. Let's see what else we got. Shout out to Let's Get Ready to Rumble, Mr. Allen Maddox. Shout out to Jeremy. Hey, can't forget about Tip Bailey. This is my favorite caller on the Boxing Voice. Nigga, Tip be pissing niggas off. Tip be this nigga Tip boy. Tip don't be playing. He funny in the mother. I said, ain't gonna Tip this bullshit. Call it in. Hey, Tip. Hey, shout out to Tip. Hey, shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to the Jab Queen. Shout out to the Axiom. Shout out to Chris Popper. John BX. 03 Dub. Shout out to Big Boss. DJ 2 Brazy. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Deal 87. Shout out to Leonard Sterling. Shout out to Unbiased Boxing Talk. Boxing Police. Mr. Marcus King. Jamie Vasquez. Shout out to my brother Patrick Profit Takers. Patrick Sherd. And Al Money always get money. Let's get the super chatters and the cash appers round of applause. Super chat. Hey man, today is Tenor on the Fridays, man, but we can't forget about the snow bunnies.
See her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, too, she's my sweet dust of me. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, grip out of control. Turn it up, it's me against the light. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's alright, got that smooth soul feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow, turn it up, then party by the night. See her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, too, she's my sweet dust of me. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, grip out of control. Turn it up, it's me against the light. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's alright, got that smooth soul feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow, turn it up, then party by the night. See her.
All right, we got to give everybody a shout out. We're going to give everybody a shout out right here. Shout out to the Jab Queen. Shout out to Tila. Mr. Curtis Robinson. Shout out to Summer in November. Highlight Space. Mo Brains in the building. Shout out to Next Gen Comeback Sports. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Nick. What's going on, Nick? Al Money always get money. Mr. Tomato Can. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about Keyshawn. So what happened was, allegedly, I gotta say allegedly, but if we could confirm this, Keyshawn was on weight to make weight a week before the fight, before the Ever Dos Santos fight. And I found this out when I went to Top Rank. I was there all day Tuesday. A week before the Ever Dos Santos fight, Keyshawn weighed 37.3 pounds or something like that, 37.4 pounds. So he was on weight. You got a week to get down to the weight limit. Well, apparently Keyshawn Davis had like a bowling event. He had a party, a bowling party. You know what I mean? And he had a meet and greet for the fans. So, the week of the fight, he threw a bowling party, and he had a meet and greet for the fans so he can come out and see him and his brothers and all that stuff there. And that's what apparently threw him off. That's why he didn't make the weight. In that time frame, the week of the fight, a week, 7 days before the fight, they said he weighed 30. He was on point to make weight. Everybody, it was no problem. But the week of the fight, You know, from what I'm hearing, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But if I can confirm that if he had a meet and greet and had a bowling party, then that tell me, you know what? Yeah, they telling the truth. That's what happened.
True.
Yeah, that's what happened. Now I don't know where it was at. I don't know where it happened at. You know, I don't know what city it happened in. The meet and greet, the bowling party, the party he threw. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? But that's what was revealed to me. That's what was revealed to me. You get what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying? So I mean, that's what. Now again, as I said before, I wasn't there. I don't know, but I was at Top Rank Gym. I can't tell you who told me because you know they'll probably. I can't tell you who told me. You know what I mean? But that's what was told to me. And several people that was there corroborated it. They were like, yeah, man, that's they having issues with Keyshawn. I'm hearing he's showing up to the gym late. He booked an appointment, the spar or the workout at the gym at 4:00. He's showing up 2-3 hours later. I spoke to coaches who work with him, not Bomac team. I want to preface that. Nobody from Bomac team told me anything. Nobody. I'm talking about people that's not affiliated with them saying that. You know what I mean? Yeah, so like you talk to people in the sport, you'll see what I'm talking about niggas showing up 3 hours late, so that's what I heard. As I said before, I don't know how true it is. I wasn't there. But that's what I heard. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give everybody a shout out after these messages. Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's see. Let's give a shout out to everybody. Shout out to Nick. Our money always get money. Mr. Tomato Can. Schoolo X-Man. JC in the building. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that Keyshawn has been very undisciplined. He been acting like a diva. Just, and this is the problem. Like when you go to hyping these niggas up too early, that's what happened, fam. When you go to hyping them up, they go to thinking they shit don't stink and all that stuff there, and they go to thinking that, that's the problem with hyping these dudes up too much. That's why you got to earn your keep. You dudes got to prove themselves in order to get the accolades. Y'all giving these dudes accolades just because he hang around a certain fighter that's accomplished more stuff, because he getting co-signed from Floyd or Andre Ward or James Prince or whoever, right? Or getting co-signed from this dude, that dude. Like if they not, you have to earn. You gotta fight those top name guys who's supposed to be just as good as you. That's what happens when you go. They start believing their own press clippings. They start believing, yeah. Well, niggas know I'm really like that. I'm really like that. Yeah, I'm really like that. If you really like that, you ain't got to tell me. You will show me. If you really like that, you will show me that you really like that against the other top fighters in your division. I don't need a nigga telling me you really like that. Nigga, show me. True. Nigga, you fight the junkyard beat. Show me you really like that against the junkyard dog. If you fighting Coco Beware, Bubba Smith, the honky tonk man, that don't show me you really like that. Get in there with Hulk Hogan. Get in there with Ravishing Rick Rude. Get in there with The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair. If you do that against them, then I can say, you know what? He really like that. True. Y'all know what it is. I catch you guys on the next one, man. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.